Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong, Toyota trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Athletes know how important it is to stay hydrated. But did you know there are other ways to hydrate besides just drinking water? In fact, milk is a great hydration option because it actually contains water, as well as electrolytes that are lost when your body sweats. So consider taking milk along with you to your next game or competition and enjoy the taste of greatness. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
We're Valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
You train, you sweat, you practice, you go for the gold, you give 110%, but most of all, you aim for greatness. And milk is the performance enhancer that can help get you to your goal. Trusted by athletes and backed by science, there's a healthy helping of greatness in every refreshing glass of milk. So let nature's original sports drink help quench your thirst for greatness. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, it was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
Good afternoon and welcome into this IdahoSports.com Game Streams production of the 2021 Idaho State Football Tournament. Tournament coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by the Idaho Division of Public Health, your local Toyota dealer, Valley-wide co-op and country stores, and Project Filter. Stop smoking, start living. Coming to you live from Holt Arena on the campus of Idaho State University in Pocatello. Brandon Bainey alongside Paul Kingsbury as we have reached the semifinal round of the 1A D1 football postseason. The Oakley Hornets welcoming in the Butte County Pirates. Oakley 9-1 on the year. Butte County 7-1. This is a heavyweight showdown.
And what do they have in common with that one loss? Raft River. Oakley lost to Raft River on October 22nd, 22-16. Butte County lost to Raft River in September, 46-28. Raft River won last night? Today. And so they're moving on.
They beat Lapwai 51-6
Yep.
to punch their ticket into the 1A D1 state title game. So no matter what happens between this game today, somebody's out for revenge.
That's exactly right. That's exactly, and it's going to be played here, of course, in Eastern Idaho. The championship next week. So this game, they already know who they're playing. Just got to play the game now.
Now let's look at the tail of the tape for Butte County and Oakley. Butte County averaging on the season 48.9 points per game. Oakley averaging just a touchdown better, 55.8 points per game. Defensively, Butte County allowing 16.3 points per game. Oakley about a touchdown better, 11.2 points per game. Yep. The differential, Butte County 32.6 points per game. Oakley 44.6 points per game. So according to the numbers, Oakley about a touchdown and a 2-point conversion better than Butte County, but that's why they don't play the games on paper.
Moneyball. We're going Moneyball on this. I like it. So, why do I feel like I'm Jonah Hill in this situation?
Because you're short. All right, all joking aside, this is about as even a matchup as you can get across the board. Yep. When we get to this part of the season, Paul, you look at Lapwai and Raft River, the other two semifinal teams. What do all four of these teams have in common? Multiple playmakers that can burn you. So if plan A gets hurt, or plan A isn't working, plans B, C, D, and E are all capable of stepping up. When you look at this Butte County team, Trayton Miller is the guy that really gets it going on the ground. 148 carries, 1,191 yards, and 17 touchdowns. But it's not just him. Tyler Wanstrom at quarterback last week completed 4 passes. 3 of them went for touchdowns. You've got the Gamet cousins, Monker. I mean, the list goes on and on. This is a Butte County team full of playmakers.
Oh, absolutely. I got a chance to see them when they played Dietrich earlier in the season, and they're just big, they're tough, well-coached. Sam Thorngren doing a heck of a job out there. This team actually went to a state championship back in 2019 as Lost Rivers. They were combined with Mackey. They ended up losing that one. It could have been a great trivia question, as it was a one-and-done team.
Right. Well, Oakley not one and done. They're the defending 1A D1 state champions, trying to get back to the title match. It would be a rematch against Raft River.
That's right.
And again, this is an Oakley team that is loaded with playmakers. Peyton Beck at quarterback kind of triggers the offense. The running game, pick your poison. Ethan Torabau has been great. Bryce Sevier is just a sophomore and probably their most electrifying athlete in the backfield.
Yep.
In the receiving game, they can lean on Houston Bingham and Dace Jones, who's a game-changing talent out on the perimeter. So this is an Oakley team that has multiple guys that can beat you as well.
Absolutely, and they're a young team. I mean, they only have a couple of, 2 or 3 seniors, but Peyton Beck, Dace Jones, Briggs Sagers, a senior, Hayden Hunter, a senior, Daniel Gonzalez. So 4 seniors on the team. One's your quarterback, one's your wide receiver and defensive back, and Dace Jones. Big, strong kid, make a lot of plays on the defensive side. So a lot of experience. These guys play. These are defending champion athletes as well coming in. They've played in the big games. They've played when there's a lot on the line and the pressure's there. They're just going to come out, play the game they've been coached to play, and let the chips fall where they may.
Talking to Butte County head coach Sam Thorngren prior to the game today, he said this is a classic matchup of physicality versus speed. He said Oakley's got the speed, but I guarantee there's not anybody that's more physical than us, and that's really played out this year. That's what Butte County is really known for. So they're hoping their physicality can stop Oakley's speed in their tracks. I also asked Coach Thorngren what the keys to the game would be, and he said, both of us seem to be pretty good at the screen game. So whoever can best execute their screens is probably the team that's going to come out on top. And then he said, it's a semifinal game. Probably will come down to special teams and turnovers as well.
and the turnovers, we talked about this in this last game where Carey beat Dietrich. If you get down, either team, if they get down by a couple of touchdowns, it's really hard to come back. You really need to stay punch for punch coming through this thing, because the team that goes down, you have to rely on the other team to make mistakes to get back into the game. And in this point of the season, if you're in the semifinals, you're not making a lot of mistakes.
So I talked to Oakley assistant coach Brett Jones as well prior to the game today, and he was a little more succinct in his pregame comments. He said, we had a good week of practice. We're feeling good. Right. And you see it. This is a confident team. And, I mean, they should be. They're the defending 1A D1 champions.
Yeah.
And to them, they're a play or two away from being undefeated and being the top seed in the playoffs. They did lose to Raft River in that regular season finale by a score. So Butte County won the toss. They deferred to the second half, which means we'll get to see Oakley on offense first today. Oakley in the home jerseys, those black jerseys with the white pants. They've got red trim on the shoulder pads. It's white letters and numbers with red trim around them, and those black Hornet helmets with Hornets in red lettering on the side. For Butte County, very classic look. White jerseys, gray pants, black numbers, black helmets.
Blue collar, keep it simple.
Yes.
Go out there, play the game, and here they come.
So the Pirates will kick off. Oakley will go right to left here in this opening quarter of action. And the electrifying Dace Jones back deep to return, standing at his own 11-yard line.
He retweets everything we kick out, so he's very active on our social media as well.
Yes, Jones is 5'10", 165, and a senior. He is the nephew of Oakley head coach Brennan Jones.
That's right.
Kicking off for Butte County, Jaden Wanstrom, the brother to quarterback Tyler Wanstrom. And here we go. Semifinal football, enjoy it. It will be fielded on a hop by Jones at the 4-yard line and met right away at the 10. What a special teams tackle by Rebel Beard.
And Beard knocks him over, just kind of tripped him up right there at the 5.
Rebel Beard and McCoy Beard, they're cousins on this Butte County. A lot of cousins, not so many brothers on this Butte County team. A lot of large families in Arco. And that's been a big key for Butte County's turnaround. You talked about, just 3 years ago, they had to co-op with Mackey as Lost Rivers. They've now got more than enough depth for their own varsity program.
Yeah, the McAfees as well. One of my very, very good friends back in Cuna is a McAfee, played for Mackey. Another one of those large families out there.
And Angie McAfee, the athletic director at Butte County. Starting on 1st and 10, working right to left, handoff left side. On the carry, Houston Bingham snuffed out for a gain of only a yard. So Bingham on the carry. .11:31 to play first quarter. Slinging it over the middle. It's broken up. Rebel Beard again in on the coverage. They were trying to go to Dace Jones on the slant. Beck's pass falls incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9.
Tell you what, that was just like a low post player. Got his hand on the lower back, put the hand out front, knocked it down. He saved possibly a touchdown. Beard did. Great defensive play.
6 foot, 150, and a great defensive back, and then he plays tight end on offense. 3rd down and 8 now for the Hornets from their own 12. Beck rolling out right side, lobs it downfield for Jones, overshot it. Incomplete, and actually that was Daniel Gonzalez on the vertical route. Beck just overshoots him, and a very rare sight here, a quick 3-and-out for Oakley.
Very quick, got out in front of Tyler Wanstrom on defense. He had him beat. All you got to do is place that football, and he's in. But you're right, a quick 3rd and out, and they're going to be punting from their own 12-yard line?
I mean, they're going to be punting from their end zone.
Well, punting from the end zone, yes.
Peyton Beck is also the punter for Oakley. Back deep to return for the Pirates, Brody Westergaard. Rollout kick. It's going to be an end-over-end kick that will take a bounce across the 50, will be picked up at the 46-yard line across the 50. Trying to get to the sideline as Westergaard. A return of about 8 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 for Butte County, starting at the Oakley 48-yard line. Well, you can't ask for a better start if you're Coach Thorngren.
Oh, heck no. You're getting the ball in Oakley territory, albeit the 48-yard line, but still, you're over midfield, and that's just a mental thing. You get across midfield, you're on their side of the field. It's kind of like when you're walking south, it feels like you're walking downhill. You get into their territory, it's a little bit easier.
So I formation for Butte County on 1st down. Handoff Trayton Miller left side. He's the bell cow of the offense. Across the 45 to the 44. A gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Great crowd on hand as well. Got a pep band down there for, let's see, that would be for Oakley, I think. And then Butte cheerleaders on both sides. Tell you what, the town is empty right now, both of them, Arco and Oakley, absolutely empty.
Last one out, turn off the lights. 2nd and 6, Miller again up the middle, 1st down, bowling over defenders and taking it to the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
Gain of 8 and a 1st down, but they're asserting their dominance here early, where Oakley was not able to move that football at all. They just picked up another 1st down. They're now at the 35-yard line, and he didn't just run and pick up those yards. He ran and smacked some bodies and picked up those yards.
Well, Coach Thorngren talked about it, our physicality.
Yep.
You don't think Oakley can match up. 1st and 10 from the 35. Pitch out right side on the run this time is Miller. And Miller ducks out of bounds around the 22. Another first down, a gain of 7 that time.
A little late shove going out of bounds. Official rightly let it go. And didn't knock him down. No harm, no foul, right?
Let it go.
Let it go.
And if we had anybody on the fence about this broadcast, they First and 10 for Butte County from the Oakley 22. Hand up the middle to the big fullback this time. That's Talon Gamet, 5'11", 175, and a bruiser. And Gamet plunges ahead for a gain of 6.
That was Gonzalez, who he's going to get credited for the tackle, but really he just hung on for dear life on that ankle until he fell over and hit the turf. But Gonzalez, hats off to him for hanging on.
So you see Gamet wearing the number 56, and you assume, oh, he's one of the hog mollies.
Yeah.
They're on a special package. No, he is a running back. He is a bona fide running back. Toss play, Miller, left side, looking for the edge, and will be a yard shy of the first down marker, it looks like. Looks like it's going to be 3rd down and short for Butte County with 9:25 to play in a scoreless first quarter.
Nice job by Dace Jones to get to the edge there and make that tackle. Didn't get the first down, but 3rd and short. Not going to be that hard for him. So it's going to be they're going to get another first down, and then they can actually get 1st and goal inside that if they choose to chew the clock up.
3rd and inches at the Oakley 13. Quarterback sneak for Wanstrom, pushing the pile all the way to the 10, easily getting the first down. So Wanstrom sneaks it ahead, and 1st and goal from the 10-yard line for Butte County.
And Wanstrom comes in a little over 500 yards rushing on the season. Averages about 8 yards a carry. So he's one of those quarterbacks that can pick up those short gains when you need them.
8:45 and counting, opening quarter. 1st and goal from the 10. Miller up the middle to the 7. In on the stop that time for Oakley. First guy in there was Bryce Sevier.
Boy, clock just ticking off quick. This ball staying on the ground quite a bit here by both teams. Already 8.5 left in the first quarter. Could be a quick game.
Well, both teams like to establish the run.
Yep.
And then beat you over the top with the pass. 2nd and goal from the 8. Option play. Wanstrom pitch out to Miller. It is blown up in the backfield. Oakley was ready that time, and Keyshawn Crocker coming through to make the stop.
And Talon Gamet was the decoy there, and he took a pretty good hit coming through, and he's like, I don't have the ball. Back off a little bit.
That's what you're taught on those option plays. You tackle him like he had the ball, because then they'll think twice the next time.
That's right.
They have to come through.
That is right.
So 3rd and goal from the 11 now for Butte County. 7:45 in counting in a scoreless first quarter. Wanstrom under center. Will hand off to Miller left side, trying to get somewhere, and all he got was back to the line of scrimmage. Couple of Hornets in there. Looked like Daniel Gonzalez leading the charge that time. 4th and goal now from the 10.
And Miller comes in 148 carries on the season. Boy, they run him, and then they run him some more. 1,200 yards, 17 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Mr. Miller.
4th and goal from the 10 now, though, and they'll have to pass. 2 receivers right, single receiver to the left. Wanstrom back to pass over the middle, and incomplete. Wanstrom hit the deck. There was double coverage on the intended receiver in the end zone. I'm trying to see who they were going to on that play. It looked like Braxton Gamet, but incomplete. 4th down, and Oakley gets a goal line stand.
Yeah, and Butte County really wanted to call on Dace Jones for interference because he gave him a little pop as the ball was coming, but it was way over his head, wasn't catchable. Did he need to pop him? Probably not, but it wasn't an illegal hit. So one thing that he did do is as Butte County's booing and throwing the flag out of their fake pockets, he turned around and gave a little sign to the crowd saying, nope, wasn't. I win, you lose.
Well, I think the pockets are real. It's the flag that's imaginary.
Flag. That is true.
No fake pockets here.
No fake pockets.
7:06 to play first quarter. 1st and 10 for Oakley from their own 10-yard line. Blown up.
Bam.
Again, Oakley trying to establish the run on the carry, that time for the Hornets. Ethan Torabow for the first time tonight, number 25, and, well, he loses a yard.
Corey Gamet on that one, the junior, 5'10", 165, laid the hit.
There's a lot of Wanstroms, a lot of Gamets on this. Gamet, we almost had that ball.
Almost.
It's like a merge of 2 words that you could put together. 2nd and 11, another handoff that goes nowhere up the middle. Houston Bingham on the carry this time. And boy, Butte County is really establishing some dominance on that defensive front.
Physical, physical, physical. That's the way they play football. And as long as everybody's healthy, as they like to say, coming in, I think Coach Thorngren really had to be happy coming into this game, knowing that win or lose, Oakley wasn't going to forget they played him today.
3rd down and 11 from their own 9-yard line, working right to left in this opening quarter. Beck dropped the snap. Now has to just pick it up, and he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And it wasn't, he didn't just immediately drop it. It was snapped. He had it. And as the quarterback turns the football to get the laces in the right spot, that's where it hit the ground. And he unfortunately didn't get that, what they call a turf bounce, where it bounces right back. It actually bounced forward, and he had to go after it.
So for the second time in as many offensive possessions, Oakley will be punting from their own end zone. And again, Butte County is going to get great field position depending on what Brody Westergaard can do on this punt return here. 5:23 to play, opening quarter, no score yet. Oakley punting for the second time. Back, it's blocked! It's blocked at the goal line! Scooped up by Butte County and into the end zone for a Pirates touchdown! Scooping it up and scoring was Boone Gamet as Butte County comes through and blocks the punt. Gamet picks it up, 6-0 Pirates.
It was blocked. It came out of the end zone. One man tried to pick it up, didn't get it, dropped, and then Boone Gamet picks it up on this right side. No one was there to get him. Easy touchdown after he picked it up.
I didn't see who got through there to block that punt, but there was 2 guys in there for Butte County. And now the Pirates will line up and go for 2. Wanstrom, pitch out, right side. Trayton Miller lowering the shoulder. He fumbles it, but they'll say he crossed the plane first.
Ooh.
2-point conversion is in. 8-0 Butte County with 5:09 to play here in our opening quarter.
Well, Pickles Place in Arco, love it there. The Pirate Burger, it's fantastic. Little ham, little Swiss cheese. Pickles Place would like to wish the Pirates good luck today. If you need an amazing homemade meal, some yummy spices, swing by Pickles Place at 440 South Front Street. They're open 7 days a week with daily specials. That's Pickles Place right there in Arco. Also want to thank Clark's for Shopping for over 90 years there in Oakley. Clark's for Shopping has been the place to go for all your grocery, produce, dairy, and now hot stuff pizza. From the entire friendly staff at Clark's for Shopping, good luck, Hornets. And let Brendan Jones Construction in Oakley help you with your roofing, home repair, or new home construction needs. Brendan Jones Construction, proud to support this webcast and wishes his team good luck tonight.
Certainly. Well, Paul, after consulting with Greg Woods from the Post-Register, great newspaper in Idaho Falls, he's here covering the game today as well, I can tell you that Boone Gamet not only scooped up that blocked punt and scored, he was the guy who blocked the punt as well. So Boone Gamet blocks the punt.
Wow.
It falls out of the end zone. He's able to recognize where he is to scoop it up and take it in as well. So Boone Gamet doing it all on that last play.
We're putting him on the watch list for player of the game right there.
An early clubhouse leader. Here's the kickoff. Dace Jones takes it at the 5-yard line up to the 20. No, he handed off. Now it's reversed to the 20, the 25, the 30. Oakley's got a chance. Out to the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30. This is Bridger Duncan taking it all the way into the end zone for an Oakley touchdown.
You know, at first I thought it might have been a mistake because as Jones went around that right side, there was nobody there. And Duncan, he had to go to work. He came around this side and had to outrun everybody all the way into the end zone. Tell you what, there's some happy Hornets straight across from us right now.
Dace Jones started returning it, and then around the 20-yard line, he handed off to Bridger Duncan, who was coming from left to right. Duncan got the seal and the alley and ran up the far sideline 80 yards for a kick return touchdown.
And Jones actually made it all the way back up to block for him at about the 20-yard line.
Oakley going for 2 in the tie. Peyton Beck, quarterback keeper, and he fumbles it into the end zone. But again, they'll say he crossed the plane, and we're tied at 8.
It's good for the goose, good for the gander. Can't give it to one and not the other. As soon as he crossed over, he lost the football, but it goes in. So all tied up, 8 apiece, 4:53 on the clock. Providing auto, home, farm, commercial, crop, life, and health insurance plans from national and regional carriers. Valley Insurance Center in Arco can service all of your insurance needs. Go Pirates from Valley Insurance Center. At AMI Supply, they provide agricultural and industrial equipment and tools for the Burley area. Their friendly staff will help you find the tools you need for any project, and they guarantee you will be satisfied with their service. Call them today, 678-4632, or stop by 719 Overland Avenue in Burley. AMI is a huge supporter of Oakley student athletes and very proud of their football team. AMI is cheering on the Oakley Hornets in today's game.
Well, Butte County head coach Sam Thorngren, prior to the game today, told me, special teams and turnovers probably going to decide this thing. How prescient was that? I'm going to go ask him. I'm going to ask him for some lottery numbers after the game tonight. I mean, this is crazy. Butte County scores when Boone Gamet blocks a punt in the end zone and scoops it up for a touchdown. And then on the ensuing kickoff, Dace Jones hands off to Bridger Duncan, who takes it 80 yards for a kick return touchdown. We're tied at 8. 4:53 to play first quarter. Here is a short kick by Oakley, fielded at the 23-yard line. On the return for Butte County, out to the 25. That's it. On the return that time was Corey Gamet, and Gamet is met head-on that time by Bridger Duncan. So, 1st and 10 for Butte County from their own 25. Pirates working left to right here in this first quarter of action.
Oakley's won their fair share of state championships, 1985, 2007, 2009, and of course, last year they beat Raft River 50-22. They like nothing better than to go back, as Raft River has already punched their ticket to the championship.
1st and 10 from their own 25. 2 receivers left. Tight end to the right. Handoff out of the gun. Trayton Miller into the secondary, the 35, and brought down at the 37. You saw Dace Jones at the end of the play trying to rip that ball out of there. Yep. No dice. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, as Miller came across, you could tell he wasn't sure which way to go. He wanted to cut left, he wanted to cut right, and so you saw him shift the football based on the direction he wanted to go, but the brain wasn't quite connecting, and so he just kind of went in the middle, and I think Jones saw that the ball really wasn't secured. Thought he'd try and get a cheap one.
1st and 10 from their own 37. Wanstrom, QB keeper, strung out that time, back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jones and Gonzalez combo on the stop for Oakley. So officially no gain on that carry for Wanstrom. 2nd and 10 for Oakley from their own 37-yard line. 4 minutes to play first quarter. We're tied at 8. There's been so many good semifinal games, Paul.
Yeah.
I haven't been involved in any yet as a broadcaster. We're due.
We are due for one.
We're due for a barn burner. 2nd and 10. Handoff left side again. Snuffed out. Trayton Miller met on by Dace. Boy, you can tell Dace Jones is a little fired up out there for Oakley.
Yes, he's the little spark plug out there. And by little spark plug, I mean he is the guy that gets out there and fires everybody up.
Well, Dace Jones isn't little. 5'10", 165. He packs a punch.
Yes.
3rd and 9 for Butte County after Miller gets only a yard. 3:20 to play first quarter. Tied at 8. Wanstrom out of the gun. Miller on his left hip. Wing back to the right side. Back to pass. Wanstrom looking over the middle. Too high. Incomplete. Off the fingertips of Boone Gamet across the middle. 4th down.
That's one thing Wanstrom has is really good arm strength. He was not really set, kind of fading back a little bit, threw over his head, and he fired a dart. Just made it a little bit too high and through his hands.
Kind of came out of there sidearmed on that last pass as well.
It works for some quarterbacks. Mahomes tends to make it work a little bit.
Mahomes could do it. I mean, he could shoot it like a basketball and complete the pass. And this punt's blocked. It's blocked by Oakley and recovered at the 15-yard line. That's Bryce Sevier who came through to block it. And Daniel Gonzalez recovers for Oakley.
At a 25-yard pickup for Oakley. Biggest offensive gain comes on a blocked punt.
So Bryce Sevier blocks it. Daniel Gonzalez recovers it. 1st and 10 for Oakley. Ball at the Butte County 14-yard line. You know, the next time there's a 4th down, coach is going to say, to heck with it. We might as well just go for it.
Exactly.
So 2:57 to play in the first quarter. Oakley, great field position. Back with 4 wide. Man in motion left to right. It's a toss on the jet sweep. Trying to get to the edge and to the 11-yard line that time is Isaac Cranny.
Cranny, one of those names coming out of Oakley that they just kick him out every year. There's always a Cranny coming out of Oakley. Seems like there's always a Pulsifer, there's a Bedke, Robeson.
3-yard gain for Cranny as Oakley runs the hurry-up offense. Bryce Sevier sticking with it, bounced to the left side, picks up 3 extra yards because of the determination down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short for Oakley. A gain of 3 for Bryce Sevier on his first carry. It's now 3rd and 3 for Oakley. Ball at the Butte County 7-yard line. Receiver split wide to the right is Cranny. Beck out of the gun. Handoff left side. Torabau inside the 5, lunging towards the 3 for a first down.
I did the game between Oakley and Kendrick at Parma back early September, and Sevier was our player of the game. Had a heck of a football game.
Well, I mean, you talk about Oakley and their diversity. Already today, 5 different players have carried the ball.
Right.
1st and goal from the 3. Beck under center, split backs behind him. 1:40 to play first quarter, tied at 8. Play action fake, bootleg. Beck feeling the heat now will take off and run into the end zone easily for a 3-yard Oakley touchdown.
And that was an easy 3 yards. He took his 3 steps back, looked. It kind of kept the defense honest a little bit, not knowing if he was going to throw. So he makes a little turn into the end zone. There was nobody there.
And again, Oakley will line up and go for 2 here with 1:35 to play in our opening quarter of action. I can't breathe, Paul. There's no break in the action. It's all boom, 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 boom. Beck going for 2. Alone in the shotgun, rolling out right side over the middle. That is caught for the 2-point conversion. Daniel Gonzalez.
Made a move, just kind of squirted out from behind the defense all by himself. Front of the end zone, connected, got it to him. So 16-8, back and forth we go. Want to thank the officials in tonight's game. We can't do it without them for sure. Our referee is Corky Fazio, the umpire Brad Higgins, head linesman Paul Elston, line judge, good friend Mike Tatko. He'll go back and listen to this game. So I'll tell you hi, Mike, right now on your drive back as you're listening. Hello, back judge is Ryan Lawrence. Great officiating crew.
All right, you're Butte County. You had the momentum. You gave it back a couple of different ways. And now you find out this is what your team is made of, right, with 1:35 to play here in the opening quarter and Butte County trailing 16-8. Oakley, meanwhile, will line up for the kick here. It's going to be Peyton Beck to kick off, and back deep to return. Corey Gammett and Brody Westergaard. They each stand at their own 15-yard line. The last kick was not particularly deep from Peyton Beck. We'll see what he can do for Oakley here on this kickoff with 1:35 to play in the first quarter. Line drive kick will take a bounce at the 20, fielded at the 17-yard line by Westergaard. Cuts to the outside, trying to get to the 30 and does. And a return out to the 32-yard line for Brody Westergaard, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Butte County. Pirates moving left to right for the final minute 28 of this first quarter.
Not bad field position, not good field position. So right at the 32, they'll take it every time. Good return. He was hoping to get a little bit more as he cut back inside.
Well, the gap closed quickly because for as physical as Butte County is, I think they're finding out that the speed of Oakley closes a lot of those holes really quickly. So a couple of special teams miscues for Butte County has directly led to all 16 points for Oakley, right? They gave up a kickoff return for a touchdown and then blocked punt recovered by Oakley at the 14. Play action pass. Wanstrom on first down, in trouble, throwing it deep. It is caught in stride at the 30, down to the 25-yard line. And it's Ethan Smith making the reception, but penalty flags back around the 40. We'll see what the call is here.
I'm going to prognosticate. I think it's going to go against Oakley, and they're going to turn it down. There's a little block in the back or a hold on the Oakley player. We'll see what the call is, see how...
As it stands, the ball all the way down at the 23-yard line of the Hornets.
Yep, there it is. They called the hold on Oakley. They're going to turn it down, and they're going to now jog down to the 23-yard line.
That is a 45-yard connection from Wanstrom to Ethan Smith, and it's now 1st and 10 for Butte County with the ball at the Oakley 23-yard line. 1:18 to play first quarter. Hornets up 16-8.
You saw that was another sidearm throw he had as well. That one a little bit more pronounced.
Yes. And again, hit the receiver in stride, too. That was a great throw. 1st and 10. From the Oakley 23, shotgun formation, and now a back. Braxton Gamet on the left side. Man in motion, right to left. High snap. Wanstrom's just going to take off and run with it on a busted play. Inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. I think they were trying to get it to Lawson Monker coming on the jet sweep that time from right to left, but the snap was too high, and so Wanstrom said, well, I'll just lower my shoulder and pick up 5.
Yep, and he almost got taken down in the backfield, able to get away from the tackler. Then he was able to pick up those 5 yards. In the red zone.
Final 30 seconds of the opening period. 2nd and 5 for Butte County from the Oakley 18-yard line. Toss play right side. This is Monker and brought down in the backfield. Bryce Severe brings down Monker back at the 20 for a loss of 2. And that should be the final play of our opening quarter of action. Loss of a yard officially, they'll say. It'll be a 3rd and 6 for Butte County from the Oakley 19 when we flip the field and start our second quarter. But after a quarter, what a quarter it was. Oakley 16, Butte County 8.
Is your check engine light on? Are your anti-lock brakes not working, or worse, is your heater not blowing hot air? Call Frost LLC today. Frost LLC is your local ASE, Dodge, and GM certified local mobile technician. They can take care of all your diagnostic, ag, automotive, medium, and heavy-duty truck needs. Call your Frost LLC local farm and ranch on-site technician at 208-589-2385 to get your vehicle up and running. And the Golden West Cafe in Arco, the home of the real potatoes and gravy, homemade soups, and Grandma Zina's specialty dessert. Grandma Zina and that dessert. If you're looking for hometown food straight from Grandma's kitchen, it's the Golden West Cafe. It's the place to eat. Everyone at the Golden West Cafe proud to cheer on the Butte County Pirates in this game.
Well, if you think about our day here, Paul, as a meal, right? We have the appetizer, Cary versus Dietrich. This would be the main course, Oakley versus Butte County, and then we got dessert later tonight, Skyline and Pocatello.
That's exactly right.
So we flip the field now. Butte County working right to left in this second quarter, facing a 3rd down and 6 from the Oakley 19-yard line. Wanstrom, pitch play, left side. This is Miller trying to get to the edge, brought down at the 19-yard line by Peyton Beck. And again, you know, Butte County, their strength is their physicality. Mm-hmm. They keep trying to toss it to the edge where, you know, no disrespect to Butte County, but in a one-on-one situation between a DB and a running back, Oakley's got the speed to close in and make the tackle.
That's exactly right. To keep testing the fence, and I get doing it once or twice, but keep going back to it, just banging your head on a wall.
Wanstrom 4th and 6, backside screen, caught at the 20-yard line. Multiple penalties come out as jogging into the end zone for Butte County is Boone Gamet on the near sideline, but got a feeling this is coming back, Paul.
Yeah, that was a pretty blatant hold right there at the 14-yard line. That's going to go against Butte County.
So, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, and Oakley will have to make another stop on defense here. But again, this is what Coach Thorngren talked about. He said both teams are pretty good at the screen game, and whoever can execute their screens better might be the team that comes out on top. Well, that time the screen didn't really work for Butte County. It's now 4th and 10 for the Pirates from the 23-yard line of Oakley. First time out of the half taken by Butte County. They want to drop a good play here on 4th and 10 with 11:18 before halftime, trailing 16-8.
Well, Ivy's Market is a proud sponsor of Butte County Athletics. At Ivy's Market, you will find a great selection of all your grocery, meat, produce, and bakery needs. Ivy's Market is your local hometown grocer serving their great community since 1989. Wish good luck at state this year, and go Pirates. That's how it's written. I'm just reading it how it's written, yes. And I'm going to give him a freebie. Arr.
Okay.
Yes. I got a great pirate joke I'll tell you at halftime.
Can't wait.
Picking up your sarcasm.
All right. back to the game. 11:18 to go before halftime. If you're Coach Thorngren for Butte County, what kind of play are you drawing up here on 4th and 10 from the Oakley 23?
One that works.
All right, right back at me. I see what you did there.
Yeah, how about that?
Okay, all right. The best broadcasters have a little give and take, but we've put up our walls.
Yes. Don't you dare cross it. I'm going to put some duct tape down in between us.
Don't cross into my side of the booth. 4th and 10, 2 receivers right, tight end to the left. Wanstrom back to pass, plenty of protection to the end zone. Caught for a Butte County touchdown. Braxton Gamet. Well, draw up the play that works, he says. 23 yards later, Butte County's in the end zone.
I look like a genius. Tell you what, that was a beautifully thrown football right over the top. Defense had a chance at it, couldn't get to it. Brought it down for a touchdown. That was just a great play. And when you take a timeout, you want to come out and have success after a timeout. You don't want to waste that timeout. That's what you want to do after a timeout. Makes the coach look really smart.
Yeah. Butte County going to line up for 2. Wanstrom under center. Miller, the lone back behind him. Fake to Miller. Wanstrom rolling out right side. Trying to get to the edge and runs out of bounds. 2-point try. No bueno. 11-11 to play before halftime, and Oakley holds on to the 16-14 lead.
Cranny Farms, they're a proud supporter of Oakley Athletics and want to wish the boys good luck at state this weekend. Go Hornets from Cranny Farms. And Mount Harrison Audiology and Hearing Aids in Rupert, they provide affordable, appropriate, personalized, and truly local hearing health care. The Pickup family is grateful to be able to serve the Mini-Cassia area and want to wish the Oakley boys good luck in the game today. Call to make an appointment at Mount Harrison Audiology and Hearing Aids in Rupert, 208-312-0957, or you can check them out online at mtharrisonaudiology.com, mountharrisonaudiology.com.
16-14. Oakley a 2-point lead with 11-11 to play before halftime. Butte County gets the score on a 4th and 10 from the 23-yard line, and Wanstrom says, forget the 10 yards, let's get all 23 as he goes right over the middle of the defense to Braxton Gamet for the touchdown. And so it's interesting. We talk about Butte County and their strength is really running the football, right? Well, so far, they've had a lot of success through the air.
Yep.
And that's what happened last week. Wanstrom, only attempted or completed 4 passes, but 3 of them were for touchdowns. That's what makes Butte County such a dangerous team.
The 1A D2s, Kendrick wins 46-30, and so the 1A D2 championship will be up north at the Kibbe Dome next weekend.
Kendrick should be a fun one.
Yep.
Butte County ready to kick off again, keeping in mind that Oakley returned the last kickoff 80 yards for a touchdown. This time it is out of bounds on the far side by Jaden Wanstrom, and if I'm Oakley, I make Butte County kick off again.
I agree.
Because you can either take the ball at the 35 or you can back the kicking team up 10 yards and make them re-kick.
Yep.
Yeah, no brainer. But we'll see. It looks like Oakley's just going to take the ball at the 35.
Which, it's actually the 37. Which is not where it went out.
Okay. I thought it was just at the 35 if it's an illegal procedure penalty, but whatevs. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line for Oakley. Oakley working left to right here in this second quarter of action.
Did a 5A game where that happened and they put it at the 20, and then it happened again to the other team. They put it at the 35.
Interesting.
And we're in the press box going, got no clue what's going on here.
Man in motion left to right. Beck rolling out on 1st down, escaping the pressure, throwing a deep ball over the middle. It is caught at the 35-yard line of Oakley. Jump ball made by Isaac Cranny.
And that ball was not thrown to Isaac Cranny. Isaac Cranny improvised, saw that it was thrown short, turned around and knew that if he didn't get it, it was going to be an interception. Great job by Isaac Cranny.
And Oakley hurrying up to the line now. 1st and 10 from the 33, slinging it. That ball caught at the 30, the 25. Look at the juke moves by Dace Jones inside the 20, down to the 16.
He thought he had broken free. He had no clue that Rebel Beard was still behind him. Beard leaps forward, wraps up his ankles, and brings him down.
17 yards from Beck to Dace Jones for the first time, and Butte County Oakley going to take a timeout with 10:41 to play before halftime. And look at Dace Jones as he trots to the sideline trying to fire up the crowd, raising his arms.
Yeah, they're fired up down there. I love seeing that. Absolutely love it. Talking about head coach Thorngren. He's got 6 kids. I've got 5, and that's a lot. So between that, he owns Tailgaters. He and his wife, Lacey, they own Tailgater Sports Bar and Grill there in Arco. Between teaching, coaching, 6 kids, says he doesn't have a lot of free time. And he sent me an email back, and he said, nobody appreciates my dad jokes. And I texted him back, and I said, dude, same. And so we texted back and forth a little bit, and I sent him a little graphic, like a dad joke champion. And he said it as his screensaver. I said, hey, we have to support each other. So
what's his A material? Did he share?
He didn't share.
Are you willing to share one with the audience with 10:41 to play before halftime?
Let me think of one that I can share.
All right. It is 1st and 10 for Oakley out of the timeout. Ball is at the 15-yard line of Butte County. Pitch to the right side. This is Torabau into the end zone for a Hornets touchdown. Torabau from 15 yards out.
15 yards out, made it look easy. But that's what Torabau's been doing all season long. They call his number, and he steps up to the plate and delivers right there. 22-14, Hornets lead.
And again, Oakley going to line up and go for 2 here. Back out of a shotgun formation. Receiver to either side. Man in motion is Dace Jones throwing to the end zone. It's intercepted. And Butte County can't return that. Picked off by Ethan Smith in the end zone. I believe it was Smith or Westergaard, actually. Brody Westergaard intercepts that 2-point conversion pass. But 22-14 Oakley, 10:35 to play before halftime.
Well, Rain in Style is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Rain in Style provides custom alternatives to make you and your animals stand out in a crowd. Use coupon code IdahoSports with your order and get 10% off now. Whether you need collars or leashes for your dog, beautiful, colorful tack for your horse, or a cool gift or decor item for you, Rain in Style can help you out. Conveniently located there in Boise, and products are custom made to your needs. Log on to RainInStyle.com. That's REIN instyle.com. Grab life by the reins and play hard tonight from Rain in Style.
Yeah, they were a sponsor on the West Side game I did last night. Sounds like a really cool company, Rain in Style.
It is, and it's actually owned by our own Kathy Rowe.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
Okay.
One of our sales associates.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think, like I said, we're big into 4-H and the horse stuff, and
sure.
I can't remember if we've gotten things there or not, but yeah, she does a lot for the local 4-H as well.
Line drive kick caught at the 20, spinning and almost falling down on the return is Brody Westergaard. And like in the video game Madden, a couple of those Oakley Hornets tried to lay the truck tackle down and whiffed, but Westergaard still only able to get to the 20.
Yeah, there were a lot of things that went wrong there for that special teams for Butte County. They literally got caught standing. I mean, they're standing and just got bowled over.
Well, and Westergaard made the reception and almost fell down, and he stuck his hand on the turf to keep himself upright and was able to keep the play alive. So pretty much the same as a touchback. 1st and 10 for Butte County from their own 20, working right to left here in the second quarter. 10:27 to play before the half. Down 22-14. Option keeper Wanstrom up the middle. The 30, the 35, and brought down right at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 20 and a first down.
Oh, he was just rudely thrown to the turf. Dace Jones in there, brought him down, in as well as number 20, Bridger Duncan.
So Wanstrom for 20 yards, and it's 1st and 10 for Butte County at their own 40-yard line. 10:05 to play before halftime. 2 receivers right, tight end to the right as well. Handoff left side. This is Trayton Miller, brought down at the line of scrimmage. Nice penetration by Oakley's Porter Pickett that time, making the stop.
Saw Dace Jones coming through the line, trying to time that snap just right. He did. But they were able to hand that off and get it away from Jones before he got there.
It's been tough sledding for Miller. 4 of his last 5 carries have gone for either 1 yard or 0 yards. Oakley really bottling him up, 2nd and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Wanstrom out of the gun, dancing his way out of trouble, just slings it like a shot put to the right side. Pass falls incomplete. Intended receiver that time. Trying to see who that was down there for.
I think that was
Butte County.
I want to say that was Miller, Trayton Miller.
Yeah, it was Trayton Miller. You're right.
I mean, he gave him no chance. You're right. It was just kind of a, here, you take the ball. You take it. Just kind of shoved it off.
3rd and 10, all of a sudden, Butte County's been in a lot of 3rd and long situations today. I mean, they scored a touchdown on a 4th and 10, but 9:23 to play before the half. Wanstrom has time, slinging it. It's batted away. Coming through to disrupt the pass that time for Oakley, Porter Wells, the linebacker, 4th down.
And Wanstrom just took a little bit too much time. Instead of a 3-step drop, he took almost a 6 or 7. And then by the time he threw that, again with that little sidearm, the defense was already there.
Yeah, Porter Wells stuck his head out and batted that down. 4th down, Butte County will punt. The last time they punted, it was blocked. This time a good kick. Ooh. Boy, look at this one. We'll bounce at the 15, down to the 10. Butte County trying to sprint down to stop it. It will be down at the 2. What a punt uncorked from Butte County.
That was an absolutely picture-perfect punt. Dace Jones let it go, hoping it would go into the end zone. It didn't. Instead, they're just inside their 3-yard line.
1st and 10 for Oakley from their own 3. And, Oakley's been backed up a couple of times today. That's led to some punts from their own end zone. One got blocked by Butte County. Boone Gamet blocked the punt and then also scooped it and scored it for the first touchdown of the game for the Pirates. It's 22-14 Oakley, 9:07 to play before halftime. 1st and 10 for the Hornets from their own 3, working left to right here in our second quarter. So Oakley breaks the huddle, sends Dace Jones out to the left. Otherwise, everybody else bunched in tight, including the 2 backs who are standing right in front of the Bengals lettering in that ISU Bengal striped end zone. Under center is Beck. Handoff right side for Toribau. Actually, Bryce Severe to the 5. A little more breathing room. 2nd down and 8.
And that's the big thing with being so close to your end zone. Even though you're in the green, there's just that psychological aspect of it of, I have to have the perfect snap. I can't get stuck back here. So many bad things can happen.
Back toss play to Toribau left side across the 10 and up to the 12-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and short now for the Hornets as Toribau gets the toss that time.
That's one of the good things that can happen. You get a 1st down, get yourself way outside, so at least your quarterback's not standing in orange, which is the end zone for the Bengals here. He's in green. He's going to be standing at his own 10 unless he goes under center, which he does.
So they give Toribau the 1st down, gain of 7, 1st and 10 from the 13. Pitch to the right side this time, dancing his way out of trouble, and then brought down at the 10-yard line is Bryce Severe. And in on the stop for Butte County, Jaden Wanstrom.
Boy, he just had no options on that. He took the handoff, went to his right, looked at the A gap, and went, oh, nope, can't go there. By the time he got to the B gap, those 2 guys were already there and brought him down for a loss of 2 yards, so 2nd and 12.
So Bryce Severe loses 2 yards, 2nd and 12 for Oakley. From their own 12-yard line, 7:45 and counting before halftime. Beck, back to pass, slings it, caught by Dace Jones at the 15-yard line left side, across the 20 to the 21. Another devastating stiff arm delivered by Dace Jones at the end of that play.
Dace Jones leveled one, but then he got one himself coming from Butte County side. And that's number 12 for Butte County that brought him down, Tyler Wanstrom.
3rd and 1 for Oakley from their own 22. Handoff, Toribau left side, didn't get it.
Ooh.
Brought down back at the 20 as he met a wall of Butte County Pirates. I think the first guy in there was Corey Gamet, and it's now 4th down and 2 for the Hornets.
Yeah, and that was a big stop. And 4th down and 2 doesn't sound like much, but when you're sitting on your own 21-yard line, it causes you to maybe reflect a little bit on what your next decision is going to be.
That's a fancy way of saying they're going to punt.
Yeah. Let's see, my playbook, you go.
You should publish a Paul's playbook.
It to be short. It'd be like 4 lines.
It could be not even a football playbook, just a playbook for life.
I like that.
Rollout kick by Beck, and now he may fake it and go for the first down, and he's got it across the 30 up to the 35-yard line. Peyton Beck saw an opening and took it, and is able to rumble ahead for a gain of 14 and a first down.
That's just a smart football player. That was not a designed fake. He picks it up, knew he was going to have to get it off in a hurry, but then he just saw the C's kind of part middle of the field. Had to go around a couple of guys, but he got what he needed. 14 yards, first down, sitting at their own 37-yard line.
So Peyton Beck, a gain of 15 on 4th and 2. 6:10 to play before halftime. Oakley up 22-14. Man in motion left to right. Gets it on the toss play. That is Cranny. Cranny almost brought down at the 30-yard line, is able to get up to the 35 as Lawson Monker came up to make the stop for Butte County, a loss of 2.
Yeah, Monker also almost brought him down way back, and he was able to get it back within 2 yards because of that last effort dive there at the end.
2nd and 12 for Oakley from their own 35, 5:40 to play before halftime. Beck spins the ball, has time, slings it sidearm. That's caught at the 45, the 50. And it's Cranny making the reception for 15 yards in the first down.
Another good catch, and I like that little short pass that Oakley is going to right now. They're able to go out, make a stutter step, turn around, and catch the football. You don't need to get a 50-yard pass every time. Just get 10, 12, 15 yards.
This play blown dead before it can start, and it's a false start against Oakley. Yeah, on that last pass, Beck slung it sidearmed like Wanstrom. He says, hey, I can do this too. What are we playing, horse out here?
Yes, exactly right. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Now, interesting on that last play, Oakley was running in the hurry-up offense, and as the ball was snapped, Butte County only rushed 2 guys. And I think they're trying to play back on pass coverage defensively. Yeah. There's only 2 defensive linemen right now for Butte County. We'll see if they rush any more than that. Yeah, they only rushed 3 on a delayed blitz. Screen pass caught, left side. First down is achieved, but a penalty flag at the very end of the play as Cranny made a 15-yard reception to the first down stick at the Butte County 40-yard line. A penalty at the end of the play, though. Let's see what it is.
I think it could be short of the first down.
I don't know where they've got it placed right now. It looks like he got it. It's against Butte County, so it'll be declined. Holding against Butte County in the secondary. Oakley will decline the penalty, take the result of the play.
They haven't waved him on yet.
15 yards from Beck to Cranny on back-to-back plays. Cranny now with 3 catches for 60 yards. And I hate when you're right. Darn it.
Well, I'm not totally right. They're going to come talk about it.
Yeah.
They might come measure.
5:05 to go before halftime. 22-14 Oakley lead.
Yep,
potentially could be a 1st and 10. Ball's right at the 40-yard line. It's either going to be 3rd and inches or 2nd and inches or 1st and 10. And I'll bring out the sticks for the measurement. So I heard a great story about the game of the opening round was Camas County upsetting North Gem in that wild 8-man 1A D2 game, right? It was the very end of the game. Camas County was running out of steam. And Dawson Kramer had been carrying the team all game long, and it was 4th and 1, and Camas County needed to pick up 1 yard for the first down, and Dawson said, I'm spent, I can't. So Coach Kramer goes, let's call for a measurement. Well, Coach, we didn't make it. No, let's call for the measurement. And they came out for the measurement. That gave Dawson Kramer enough time to catch his breath and kind of get acclimated. Got the yard he needed to win the game for Camas County.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. The players were trying to argue with the coach. Yeah, we don't measure, we didn't make it. No, we want the measurement.
That's funny.
Yeah, pretty funny. So it is 2nd and inches as they were just short. Beck, back to pass. Stepping up, throwing deep right side. It is caught inside the 15, down to the 12. And out of bounds on the near sideline. That's Cranny for the 3rd pass in a row.
And Wanstrom in on the defense. Got him out of bounds. But boy, Cranny, he's just eating that defense alive.
That's another 30-yard reception. It's 1st and goal now for Oakley at the Butte County 10. 4:55 to play before halftime. Hornets up 22-14. Beck, pitch, right side to Torabau. Cuts it into the 5, cuts into the end zone for an Oakley touchdown. Torabau for the 2nd time tonight.
And Jaden Wanstrom was trying his best to reach out and grab the back of the jersey to slow him down. Just couldn't get him. As soon as he hit that 5-yard line, you knew he wasn't going to be denied. Trucks it in for the touchdown, 28-14.
Second rushing touchdown of the game for Ethan Torabau, this time from 10 yards out. Oakley again will line up and go for 2 with 4:49 to play here before halftime. Beck, handoff up the middle to Torabau. Dives into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. It's Torabau's world, and we're all just living in it.
Pretty much. And this is what we talked about at the beginning. You can't get down. Either team could not get down by more than a couple of touchdowns to the other, because you're not going to be able to come back on either team as easily as you could maybe earlier in the season against other teams. You have to rely on mistakes. The mistakes just aren't going to be there. So 30-14, it's really a must-score situation for Butte County.
Now, the good news for Butte County is 4:49 to go before halftime. They can go on a long drive, get a score. They get the ball to start the second half. They could go on another long drive and get another score, and they're right back in the ball game.
Flip that 2 for 1.
Now, that's the good news. The bad news is it still would only be tied, and then they would have to actually get a stop.
Right.
That's the danger of falling behind by multiple scores to a team like Oakley, who cashes in on almost every possession.
Your list of options gets really small when you're fighting from behind.
Yeah, what a season for Oakley. They're averaging 55.8 points per game. They played Pahranagat Valley, Nevada, which is a team nobody really knew anything about this year. They're an 8-man power. They had an 18-game winning streak coming into that matchup, and Oakley smoked them. Here's the kickoff from the 25 to the 30. Westergaard breaking it outside and will keep his feet going. Reverses to the 40. And finally brought down at the 41-yard line. What a return by Brody Westergaard.
I was dead to rights at the 35-yard line. I was just waiting for you to finish off the play call, and all of a sudden, you're right, stays on his feet, comes back to the near side, gets another 5-6 yards out of it.
1st and 10 for Butte County from their own 41. So, Oakley beat Pahranagat Valley, Nevada. They're kind of like the Cary of Nevada 8-man football. Had an 18-game winning streak snapped, and Oakley beat them 52-6. I mean, just mopped up the floor with Nevada's best in the 8-man ranks. So it's been a very impressive season for Oakley. There's an impressive tackle as Trayton Miller is brought down on first down by Bryce Sevier.
Boy, he just wrapped him up and brought him down, actually for about a 1.5-foot loss. But he just bear hugged him and dropped.
And that's now 5 of the last 6 carries for Trayton Miller that have gone for either 1 yard or 0 yards. So this ground game has been ground to a halt.
It's not good for your average.
2nd and 10. Wanstrom rolling out right side will take off in a late pitch to Miller. Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. That is a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down and short.
He stayed behind him where he needed to be, just barely.
So actually going to call him out at the 49, so a gain of 8 on the pitch off the left side, option play to Miller. It's 3rd and 2 for Butte County with 3:40 to play before halftime. Ball is at their own 49-yard line. They have to get to the Oakley 49-yard line for the first down. I formation. Wanstrom under center. Handoff left side to Miller, blown up in the backfield. Houston Bingham Dace Jones coming up that time to make the stop.
You saw Gonzalez coming through just hoping that there'd be a fumble, that he could do that, what you called it, the scoop and score. But this time, instead of from the 1-yard line, it'd be from the 48.
Talking about scoop and score just makes me hungry for chips and dip, Paul.
You know what? That's actually a great idea. Ooh, that does sound good right now.
I know. Well, we're stuck here. So
I've had a mini-sized Hershey bar for
sustenance
today.
Yeah.
That's it.
4th down, Butte County will have to punt. This is a high one taken at the 20 and a fair catch made by Dace Jones. And then Jones, I think, feigning that he was hit on that play. Maybe got brushed by Porter Taylor from Butte County. But
hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right?
That's right. LeBron gonna LeBron. He actually hasn't been playing much for the Lakers these days, out with an abdominal strain, which doesn't sound fun.
Oh, that's too bad.
So, anyways, 2:49 to go before halftime.
Maybe it'll force him into retirement.
I'm a big UCLA fan, and they had a big game with Villanova last night. Top 5 matchup, top 5 teams. There were more celebrities at the UCLA game than the Lakers game across town.
Jack Nicholson said,
does that say?
Heck with this.
Yeah, it was cool. They were showing all the celebrities that were in the crowd.
Nice.
1st and 10 for Oakley from their own 22-yard line. 2:49 to go before halftime. Looking for a 3-score lead potentially. Beck dancing his way out of trouble across the 25 up to the 27-yard line, a gain of 5.
And a late hit at the end as Tyler Wanstrom kind of threw down Severe. No, excuse me, it wasn't Severe. It was Isaac Cranny.
Oh, Cranny. Blocking. Yeah.
Just kind of threw him.
6-yard run for Peyton Beck makes it 2nd and 4 for the Hornets from their own 26. Beck, plenty of time. Now going to take off left side across the 30, out of bounds around the 37. Butte County coaches are not happy about something over there on that far sideline. As it stands, a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Peyton Beck.
I think they might have wanted kind of a late hit out of bounds, but I think it was good no call.
1st and 10 for Oakley from their own 39. 2:11 to play before the half. Beck, plenty of time, slinging, caught at the 35, the 45, the 50, the 45, and that's a bad tackle. Dace Jones brought down. That was a hard tackle out of bounds by Tyler Wanstrom. That's the second time he's been in there. Up to the 44-yard line of Butte County, and now an injury timeout as Rebel Beard a little slow to get up.
Rebel Beard got absolutely pancaked back here at the 45-yard line by Kyler Robeson, and he got hit hard, stood up, and as he walked by Robeson, you can kind of see Robeson look at him, and he made it all the way down to the opposite 43 and went down to his knees again. So he got hit hard. They're going to, and this is a protocol thing, they have to bring him off.
Yeah. That play was a 17-yard connection from Peyton Beck to Dace Jones. And right now, the Butte County pass rush is just non-existent. Peyton Beck has all day back there to throw. That's allowing receivers to break open. That's allowing Beck to take off and run if he wants to.
Yeah.
The Butte County pass rush has to get home if they want to start forcing Oakley into some uncomfortable situations.
He's got all sorts of time back there.
Yeah,
and what's
too easy.
And for Beck, he's such an athletic quarterback that even when the pocket does collapse, he's shifty. He can shift his way out of it.
So Rebel Beard going to be helped off. Good applause from the Arco fans who traveled down here to Pocatello. How far is that? I haven't ever actually made that drive.
Arco to Pokey?
A couple hours.
Yeah. I mean, you'd probably just come up to the Blackfoot exit and, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it might not even a couple hours. It's probably an hour and a half.
Yeah. Both teams fairly close, right? Oakley not far either. 1st and 10 for the Hornets following the injury timeout. And we talked about it, unless Butte County can really start establishing a pass rush, Oakley going to continue to pick them apart here. 1st and 10 for the Hornets, ball at the Butte County 44. Beck, back to pass. Again, plenty of time. Taking a deep shot to Cranny. Penalty flag comes out. Caught at the 25, the 20, down to the 15-yard line, but we'll see what the call is here.
Well, you see Peyton Beck turn around and walk the other way, so he knew exactly what was coming.
Holding call against the Hornets. Wipe out the 20-plus yard connection to and I'll tell you what, we talked about coming into the game, Dace Jones being the big play receiver. Isaac Cranny is the guy making
He's been the man.
plays.
Here in this first half, it has absolutely been Isaac Cranny.
So that 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul moves it back across the 50 into Oakley territory, where it's 1st down and 23 now for the Hornets from their own 43-yard line.
Looks like my good buddy John Balgini's in the house.
1:40 to play here before halftime. Back to passes. Beck feeling the heat this time. It's a screen pass, a devastating block delivered as Torabau has room to run. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, all the way to the end zone for an Oakley touchdown.
And a long way for Torabau. Just hugged that sideline all the way down. And he ran a long way for that touchdown.
57-yard screen pass from Beck to Torabau. And I'll tell you, it was all set up by the devastating block out on the perimeter by the wide receiver. That may have been Cranny again out there leading the way.
Kind of doing everything out there.
Oakley continues to excel, up 36-14. They're going to line up and go for 2. Beck on the keeper, spinning like a top into the end zone. Penalty flag in at the end of the play as well. So we'll see what the call is here.
Probably just a hold. The old go-to.
You said that with such glumness in your voice, Paul.
Just not. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
They are talking about it for a while, though.
This is where the broadcasters always like to joke, oh, maybe they're talking about where they should go for the post-game meal.
Yeah, looks like it was a chop block.
Oh, wow.
Block,
Okay.
block below the knees.
That is not legal in any form or fashion anymore in football.
No, not in organized football.
For good reason.
Yes.
It's a very dangerous play. So no 2-point, well, they're going to line up and go for it again. The 2-point conversion, this time now from the 18-yard line.
Back him up, way back.
Oh, not even the 18. Yeah, back to the 23. So, all right, we'll see what they can do here for 2 measly points.
You're right the first time.
I was 18?
Yeah.
Okay. Trust your gut. 57-yard screen pass from Beck to Torabad, now going for 2 as Beck is clobbered as he just throws that up into the end zone, incomplete.
Yeah, he just threw it up hoping maybe somebody might get underneath it as he knew that he was going to get popped. Up 36-14. The incentive to stand in there and take it just isn't as much as if it was a little bit closer.
So 1:29 to play before halftime. All Oakley 36-14 over Butte County.
Well, for over 50 years, Hardy Farms in Oakley has been growing some of the best spuds in Idaho. Hardy Farms is a proud supporter of all the student athletes at Oakley High School and want to wish them good luck at state. Thank you from Hardy Farms. And Oakley Valley Stone, they've been locally owned and operated since 1948. Oakley Valley Stone offers flooring supplies, patio stones, blocks, and tiles, and also provides custom cutting of blocks and stones. Call 208-862-3450 or visit them in person at 204 West Main Street in Oakley. Oakley Valley Stone is operated by Jim and Dave Birch and proudly supports Oakley athletics. Good luck at state, boys, from Oakley Valley Stone.
That's a good nickname for this Oakley team, Blocks and Stones, because, I mean, the blocking has been fantastic, and they have been stone cold on defense.
Yes, they have. It's the Great Wall of Oakley down there.
Yeah. The true Great Wall, right?
Yes.
Not in that other place.
Not that fake one.
Yeah. That other place that's...
They just kick out viruses.
We'll talk about that. There's a line drive kick at the 20-yard line. Fake the handoff. Westergaard working to the right side across the 30, out of bounds at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for Butte County. 1:21 to play before halftime. Now, same scenario. The good news is Butte County can put together a drive here before halftime. They have one timeout to work with. They get the ball to start the second half. They could swing and get a touchdown to start the third quarter because they received the second half kickoff, and they're right back in the game. That's the good news. Again, the bad news, though, is, well, they're still down a score to Oakley, but got to start somewhere.
Which isn't ideal, right?
Yeah, you got to start somewhere. 1:21 to play before halftime. 1st and 10 for Butte County. From their own 31-yard line, working right to left. Wanstrom rolling out right side, has time, floats it in the flat. It's dropped at the 35-yard line by Talon Gamet. 2nd and 10.
Of course, in on the defense, Dace Jones.
When you talk about 8-man football at the 1A D1 level, there's a lot of great players that are going to be under consideration for Player of the Year, right?
Yep.
Titus Year out at Lapway.
Yeah.
Throw a dart at the Raft River roster, and you'll probably come up with somebody, right?
Yep.
Brody Hasselstrom from Prairie. When you're talking about all-around game, offense, defense, special teams, I don't know if there's one better than Dace Jones, to be honest. He just is – he makes an impact and his presence felt no matter where he's lined up.
Yeah, he looks like an athlete. Just
Yes.
one of those kids down there that looks like an athlete.
2nd and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Wanstrom back to pass again. Screen pass caught in the flat at the 30. And up to the 35-yard line is Boone Gamet on the reception. Clock continues to roll, though. 1:05 and counting here before halftime, and only a 3-yard connection there from Wanstrom to Boone Gamet.
It brings up 3rd and 6, sitting at their own 35-yard line. Under a minute to play, like you said. They need to put some points on the board here.
So 50 seconds to play before halftime. 40 seconds and counting.
Butte County 1 timeout left.
Low snap. Wanstrom throwing wide open. Caught at the 40, the 45, colliding and taking it to the 47-yard line for a first down. Ethan Smith, and boy, he delivered a blow to Keyshawn Crocker of Oakley at the end of that play.
We have seen some big hits in this football game. These both teams are just big, strong guys.
So Ethan Smith with the reception, and Butte County elects to use their final timeout here with 32 seconds to play before halftime. 1st and 10 for the Pirates from their own 47-yard line, trailing 36-14. So they have no timeouts left, but clock stops every time you pick up a first down. You can hurry up to the line and spike it. You can run plays to the sidelines. A lot of options for Butte County still.
It's absolutely doable.
Yeah,
if they get it. I want to remind everybody that if you've been with us, for a few years, we used to do shout-outs all the time during the broadcast. We're going to do it today because we can. So email Paul at IdahoSports.com. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're watching. You want to give a shout-out to a player, a team, a coach. Paul at IdahoSports.com. Like I said, let us know where you're watching for sure, and we'll get it read. During halftime, we're going to take them all throughout the game. So Paul at IdahoSports.com. Get your shout-out in now, please.
We've got a shout-out to tell you about after this play. 32 seconds to go before halftime. Rolling out Wanstrom, going deep, overshot his man. Lawson Moncourt along the near sideline. Moncourt looking for a flag, didn't get it. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. So we were talking about dad jokes earlier in the broadcast.
Yeah.
Ryan Skaggs, our broadcaster up north in Coeur d'Alene. Did you hear about the potato farmer that won an award?
I did not hear about the potato farmer that won an award.
He was outstanding in his field.
Fantastic.
There you go.
Every time my kids are like, oh, my arm hurts. And your face hurt? No, it's killing me. They got wise to that pretty quick. And now it's an open-ended joke because no one ever answers me anymore.
That's where you go for the high five and you keep pulling it back as well. 2nd and 10. Psych. Wanstrom going to take. You're right. Wanstrom going to take off and pick up 3 yards to the 50-yard line. We're down to 12 seconds to play before halftime. Looks like that's going to be probably the final play of the first half here for Butte County, as Oakley really showing why they're the defending 1A D1 state champions, as the Hornets lead at halftime over the Pirates of Butte County 36-14. That was an impressive first half performance from the Oakley Hornets. So we will step aside, take a break, come back with the halftime show. You're listening to the 2021 Idaho High School football postseason and the 1A D1 semifinals on IdahoSports.com.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Idaho, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
You've heard it before. There is no I in team, but there is an I in dairy. Dairy foods are a great source of protein, which is vital for helping rebuild and repair muscles after exercise, so your body can be at the top of its game at your next competition. So grab some milk, cheese, or yogurt after you work out, train, or play. Yes, it's true. There is no I in team, but there is an I in win. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Perform, refuel, recover, repeat. It's the recipe for success in any kind of sport, and dairy can be a key ingredient in every one of those steps. Dairy foods supply your body with high-quality protein to rebuild and repair muscle, carbohydrates to help you refuel, and fluid and electrolytes to help you rehydrate. So your personal recipe for greatness can be perform, win, repeat. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, it was an easy process. It's readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
It is halftime here inside Holt Arena on the campus of Idaho State University in Pocatello. Brandon Baney with Paul Kingsbury, and at halftime of this 1A D1 semifinal showdown, the defending champions from Oakley enjoying a 36-14 lead over Butte County here at the half. It was a wild first quarter. We kind of went back and forth. 16-8, Oakley led after one. But man, that second quarter, the Hornets really showed off their impressive power and speed.
Yep, a lot of power, a lot of speed. And Butte County, you know, they come in and they are supposed to be the physical ones. So they need to come out and have an answer to that coming into the third quarter. They're going to receive. They're going to have a chance to put some points on the board. And they're going to have to. They can't afford at this point to come in, have to punt, turnover on downs, a turnover. They have to put some points on the board coming out of halftime.
So we'll take a look at the first half stats in just a moment as I'm just finishing up compiling them. And let's recap what happened in the first half because there was a lot of special teams action in the early going. So it all really started, the scoring started anyways. The teams traded 3 and outs, and then Oakley got the ball back, and they were punting from their own end zone. And as they lined up to punt, Boone Gamet blocked the punt in the end zone. It actually rolled out of the end zone around the 2-yard line. Boone Gamet, keeping that head on a swivel, picks it up, and so not only does he block the punt, but he returns it 2 yards for the Butte County touchdown. It was 8-0 Pirates with 5:09 to play in the first. The very next play, the ensuing kickoff. Dace Jones starts out running to the left side of the field. hands it off to Bridger Duncan at the 20-yard line. Duncan reverses to the right side and takes it 80 yards for a kick return touchdown. Just like that, we were tied at 8. Well, still more special teams action happened because the third special teams blunder of the game came on Butte County's next possession. They're punting on 4th down. Bryce Severe comes in and blocks the punt for Oakley. Daniel Gonzalez recovers it around the 14-yard line. And from there, Peyton Beck runs it in from 3 yards out to give Oakley that 16-8 lead at the end of 1. Into the second quarter, Butte County striking again as Wanstrom found Braxton Gamet for a 23-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion run, no good. 16-14, and you thought, okay, here we are. The teams are going to keep trading scores. Butte County didn't score again.
Yeah.
Oakley ripped off the next 3 touchdowns. Ethan Torabau, 15-yard run. Torabau, 10-yard run. Peyton Beck, 57 yards too. Torabau for a touchdown. And just like that, 36-14, Oakley at halftime. This is what they're capable of doing.
Oh, they're absolutely capable of this, and they can reverse it in the second half just as easily coming out. So, a lot of things to talk about for both teams in the locker room right now. They're having their orange slices and getting little Capri Suns at halftime coming out. Boy.
Do you think they really have orange slices in there? Because I'd ask for some.
I could go for an orange slice or two right now myself.
Yeah, I mean, Butte County will get the ball to start this third quarter, and that's where the comeback effort has to begin. But now they're at the point where not only do they have to cash in on pretty much every drive, they're going to have to find a way to get a stop or two as well. They did that early in the first quarter, right? Forced Oakley into a couple of early 3-and-outs, but the Hornets have seemed to really adjust. And we talked about it, the Butte County pass rush, pretty much non-existent, which has allowed Peyton Beck all day to basically go where he wants to with it. So, yeah, we'll see if Butte County can shore up that pass rush in the second half as well. Let's take a look at the first half stats, unofficial stats, of course. Total offense for Oakley in the first half, 75 yards on the ground, 192 yards through the air for 267 yards of total offense. For Butte County, 78 yards on the ground, 84 yards through the air. That is 162 yards of total offense. Individually for Oakley in that first half, it is Ethan Torabau, 6 carries for 36 yards and 2 touchdowns. Peyton Beck added 5 carries for 33 yards and a touchdown. Bryce Severe, 3 carries for 3 yards. It is Houston Bingham, 2 carries for 2 yards. And Isaac Cranny has 1 carry for 1 yard. How about this first half stat line for Peyton Beck? 8 of 10 passing, 192 yards and a touchdown. The touchdown went to Ethan Torabau, 1 catch for 57 yards in the score. Isaac Cranny is actually the leading receiver, 4 catches for 90 yards. He's averaging 15 yards a catch. No, more than that. He's averaging 40, no, I don't know. What's 90 divided by 4?
Well, that'd be
35?
20-some?
20-something, okay.
Yes.
Anyways, 4 catches, 90 yards for Cranny, and Dace Jones has 3 catches for 45 yards. For Butte County in the first half, Trayton Miller really was running the ball early. Oakley kind of shut him down as the second quarter progressed. 14 carries, 41 yards in that opening half. It is Wanstrom, the quarterback, 5 carries for 32 yards. Braxton Gamet, 1 carry for 6 yards. And Lawson Monker, 1 carry for -1 yard. Tyler Wanstrom passing, 4 of 10 for 84 yards and a touchdown. It is Ethan Smith, the leading receiver, 2 catches for 57 yards. Braxton Gamet, 1 catch for 23 yards in the score. And Boone Gamet has 1 catch for 4 yards. So,
spreading it around.
That is the halftime story, more or less, 36-14. Oakley leading at the half. The winner of this game moves on to the 1A D1 championship next week in East Idaho. Site, date, time to be determined.
Yeah.
But they'll play Raft River.
Yep. Raft River came out and whooped up on Lapway today, 51-6. That one is final, and Raft River's just sitting back, waiting to see who they're going to play.
I wonder if they're tuning in here on IdahoSports.com.
Hi, guys.
Coach Evans and the Raft River Trojans, man, they're such a tough team.
Yes.
They remind me a lot of Oakley. They've got so many talented playmakers. Thane Lockmiller in the backfield, and Tate Whitaker at quarterback, and Tegan Whitaker out on the perimeter at wide receiver, and the tight end Spaeth. I mean, they've just got guys that can beat you. So Oakley and Raft River played in the regular season, right? It was a pretty close game. Raft River really escaped with the narrow victory, 22-16. They got up basically 22-0, and then Oakley scored all their points in the second half. So that would be a great rematch.
Yep.
Of course, Butte County wants another shot at Raft River as well. The Pirates fell to the Raft River Trojans earlier this year, 46-28.
Yep.
So.
Yep. And if you are Raft River, do you want to play Oakley again to make up for last year's loss? Or do you say, you know what, they're really good, based on matchups, I think would rather play Butte? Or do you really just want to not only get the title this year, but revenge for last year?
Right. And last year it was kind of unusual because of COVID-19 and things like that. Raft River and Oakley actually played each other twice in the regular season.
That's right.
They played back in August. Oakley won that game. Then they met in the regular season finale. Raft River won that game. And then they played for a third time in the championship. Match. That's right, the best of 3 game series. And Oakley won that championship last year.
Right.
So, Raft River, they'll tell you we don't really care. We'll line up and
that's exactly right.
Feel good about whoever we're playing. But besides the 4A ranks, Paul, the rest of the championship fields have been set with all the semifinal games that have gone final.
That's right. We have a shout-out we need to read.
Okay, let's do it.
From Paul Marchant, says, keep after it, Oakley, from Paul Marchant in the basin, listening while I'm feeding cows, at least on and off as much as the signal from the basin will allow. P.S. Big shout-out and thank you to Idaho Sports. You guys do a great job.
Awesome.
Tell you what, Paul, you get those cows fed and kind of get inside with some better internet, and you can listen to the second half.
Not a bad name either, right, Paul?
I'm a fan. Maybe you can get your shout-out in like Paul did. Paul at IdahoSports.com. Paul at IdahoSports.com. Do what he did. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're watching. Give a shout-out to your team, a player. Nice and easy. Paul at IdahoSports.com.
Right, because then you can go back and listen to this game after it's over, and you'll hear your shout-out on the air. So
don't forget, we've got Kelly McGee here taking action photos of this game. So he's definitely one of the best action photographers in Idaho, and he is, we're lucky to have him on board with us. So he is on the sidelines taking all sorts of action photos.
I was trying to read that sign as Oakley went busting through it, and I think it said, "Hey, Mom,
Ooh.
Your Pirates left their game at home," or it was something like that.
It was something that the Pirate fans didn't like.
They were booing. I think that's what the sign said. Something along those lines.
I like it.
They busted the sign apart before I could completely read it.
That's awesome.
Hey, nothing to it.
I'm all for that kind of stuff.
All right, quickly, here's how the other semifinals have gone. At the 5A level last night, Highland defeats Eagle 29-27. Rigby holds off Meridian in triple overtime, 55-49, which means Rigby and Highland playing for the 5A title in East Idaho next week. At the 4A level, Sandpoint defeats Blackfoot in overtime, 29-28. They will play either Skyline or Pocatello. That's the final game tonight inside Holt Arena at 7 o'clock tonight. Regardless of who wins that game, Sandpoint will host the 4A championship next week at the Kibbe Dome in Moscow. The 3A ranks. It will be Weiser, who defeated Gooding last night, 49-27, taking on Sugar Salem. Who saw this coming? The 4 seed versus the 3 seed. As Sugar Salem defeats Homedale today. What was the final score of that one?
13-7, I believe.
Okay, 13-7. So that game will
16-7.
16-7. That game will be played in East Idaho.
Correct.
Somewhere next week. 2As, Westside defeated Bear Lake last night, 47-8, and then Firth nipped North Fremont in a tight one. And what was the final score of that one?
Firth beat North 12-8.
Okay, 12-8. So Firth and Westside, a rematch of the championship from last year and a rematch of the season opener that Westside won 26-20 in overtime. That game will be in East Idaho somewhere next week.
Yep.
1A D2 finalist set, right? Carey defeats Dietrich earlier today. Kendrick defeats Castleford. That'll be at the Kibbe Dome in Moscow. And then this game is the only other one we still need to decide as the kickoff rolls out of bounds.
I got the Pocatello Skyline.
Well, I said that already.
Oh, did you? Okay. I apologize.
So
don't beat me.
So it will be 1st and 10 for Butte County. Well, we'll see if they make Oakley re-kick or if they'll just take it at the 35. Really should be the 37-yard line, right?
Right.
Based on what we saw earlier. So So 1st and 10 for the Pirates, starting at their own 35-yard line. I formation for Wanstrom and company here as they work right to left in this third quarter of action. They will start with a handoff up the middle. Trayton Miller plunging ahead for a gain of 2. It was tough sledding for Miller towards the end of that first half. 6 of his last 7 carries went for 1 yard, 0 yards, or -1 yard. So they're trying to grind it out. 2nd and 8 for the Pirates from their own 37. 11:31 to play in the third, and penalty flags before this play can start. A false start against Butte County. Again, we talked about it. The Pirates can get back into this game. They blocked a punt earlier to get a touchdown. They're capable of getting takeaways on defense, but they've got to capitalize on every offensive possession they get, because now we're at the point of the game where those are a premium, right? You're not guaranteed to have a bunch of possessions in the second half. 2nd and 13, rolling out right side is Wanstrom trying to get to the 30, and
oh yeah, there it is.
Pushed out of.
Okay, they're all out taking a look at him.
And this is what happened in Butte County's quarterfinal win last week against Notice, where their quarterback, Caden Clemens, left very early on in the first quarter with an injury and did not return. Talking to Coach Joe Woodland after that, he said basically we had a freshman quarterback in there. I wasn't going to throw him to the Lions. We really buttoned up our game plan and went ultra conservative, and that's why we weren't able to be as dynamic as we wanted to be. And so Wanstrom is walking off the field under his own power, and hopefully he's all right. Meanwhile, looks like maybe Lawson Monker will take over at quarterback while they look at Wanstrom on the sideline. Remember, after that 15-yard penalty on the late hit by Dace Jones, it is 1st and 10 for Butte County at their own 46-yard line. So good field position. And it looks like actually it's going to be Corey Gammett, big number 53 back there, taking the shotgun snap for quarterback. Monker in motion, left to right. Gammett back to pass. Feeling the heat right side. Throws off balance. Caught at the 45-yard line. Up to the 50. Across the 50 to the 48-yard line is Boone Gammett.
A lot of times you see that replacement come in and they're just
play here in the third. Hornets leading 36-14. Gammett out of a shotgun formation here. Low snap. Gammett's got to pick it up. Brought down in the backfield. Charging in to make the stop for Oakley that time, Bryce Sevier.
Yeah, that was Sevier again. It was a low snap. He had to pick it up, and as he was picking it up, he got tripped up. Feet just taken out right out from under him.
9:45 and rolling here in the third quarter. Oakley leading 36-14. Opening drive of the second half for Butte County. And Tyler Wanstrom, their starting quarterback, continuing to be looked at on the sideline with an injury. So it is Corey Gammett taking the snaps at quarterback here for Butte County. 2nd and 14 from his own 47. Head off to Monker inside as he came in motion left to right. And Monker takes it up to the 45 for a gain of 2.
So still behind the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 12, ticking towards the 9-minute mark.
36-14, Oakley lead. 8:55 to play in the period. Receiver and a tight end to the right side of the formation here as Gammett waits a snap. Oakley showing blitz. Rolling out, it's a pitch play to Miller that goes in the backfield. Recovered by Oakley at the 44-yard line.
And that just blew up instantly. A little option pitch, and he left it high on the run, off the mark, couldn't bring it down, and then it was just a free-for-all in Oakley. Oakley got to it first, so now they have the ball at the Butte County 44-yard line.
That was Keyshawn Crocker who recovered that fumble for the Hornets as the pitch play was just doomed from the start.
I mean, they were too close to each other. I mean, they were maybe, 5-6 feet apart, pitched it high, came in a little hot. Didn't give him much of a chance to get it.
So Oakley gets a fumble recovery with 8:39 to play in the third, and now see if they can take advantage on offense. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line of Butte County. Look at this, 4 wide. Back to passes, Beck slinging it in the flat is Jones, and he's popped at the 45-yard line, and taunting there. He's lucky he didn't get a flag. That was Rebel Beard who popped Dace Jones, and then he stood over him and leered at him.
Gave him a little bit of a flex, right?
Meanwhile, Dace Jones limping off the field after that play as well. That could be a big development for Oakley moving forward, as Oakley and Jones lost 2 yards on that reception.
Yeah, the Oakley fans not happy the flag didn't fly on that.
2nd and 12. Beck slinging it. Cranny makes the reception on the near side. Cuts to the 45, the 40. Dances his way across the 35 and down to the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 18 and 1st down.
That was a well-drawn-up play as they actually brought around in motion Porter Pickett to turn into a blocker. And if they hike it now, they're going to get a penalty, and they can still do it.
Wow, Butte County had 13 guys out on the field, and they've got to burn a timeout because of it. Well, not 13 because it's 8-man football. It had 10 guys out on the field. Sorry, I'm so used to doing those 11.
Dear math, grow up and solve your own problems. Right?
Is that your dad joke?
It's a good one.
You never gave us one.
I didn't. There's that one. There's, a skeleton walks into the bar and asks the bartender for a drink and a mop. Another good one. He's a skeleton, so the drink's just going to fall through. So he
needs to mop it up when it's finished.
Wow.
No skeleton jokes after
Halloween.
That's the rule. No white after Labor Day. No skeleton jokes after Halloween.
Is that how that works?
And gosh darn it, no Christmas stuff in the stores before Thanksgiving. Can we get legislation on this?
There's already a Christmas channel on XM.
Oh, of course there is.
Yeah.
7:57 to play here in the third after the timeout by Butte County when they had 10 guys on the field. 1st and 10 for Oakley from the Butte County 30-yard line. Beck out of the gun, and penalty flag. False start. Back it up 5 yards. 1st and 15 now for the Hornets from the 35-yard line of Butte County.
Get your shout out in. Paul at IdahoSports.com. Would love to hear from you. Paul at IdahoSports.com. Email it in. Shout out to a player, a team. Let us know where you're watching from. You could be feeding the cows like Paul was.
1st and 15 from their own 35. Beck is an inside handoff. It's fumbled. I think Oakley fell back on top of it at the 39-yard line. They were trying a delayed draw that time to Ethan Torabau, and it just never got there, but one of the linemen ends up falling on top of it for Oakley. May have been Porter Wells on that offensive line.
I think it was Wells that fell on it, luckily.
So loss of 4 for Torabau.
He's got some positive yards to spare. He's playing with house money this week.
Yeah, right. He can contribute a few to the cause. 2nd and 19. Beck, backside screen. That is caught by Daniel Gonzalez. The 40, the 35, the 30, still going, the 25, the 20, and finally brought down at the 17-yard line.
Gonzalez broke free from 2 or 3 tackles on the sideline. What a great run, making a lot out of what could have been nothing.
Making chicken salad out of chicken you-know-what. 1st and 10 to the 17-yard line, a gain of 22 and a 1st down. First and 10 from the 17 of Butte County. Beck rolling out right side, firing. Diving attempt incomplete by Cranny at the 6-yard line on the near side.
Briggs Sagers came across the middle of the end zone. Open as Denny's, just throwing up his flare gun, and they didn't see him. Went for the hard pass instead.
7:02 to play in the third, and that wasn't even a paid advertisement. Denny's just getting a freebie there.
They are. They really are.
7:02 to play in the third. Handoff up the middle. This is Bryce Severe, bottled up. A gain of only 3 to the 15-yard line.
How do you make a tissue dance, Brandon?
Oh, this is an easy one. Come on, you put a little boogie in it.
Nailed it. All right.
Come on, my 5-year-old cousin knows that.
Ouch.
You got to come stronger than that, Paul.
I guess so.
That's a 2-yard gain for Sevier on that last carry. This is the semifinals, Paul. Come on, that's first-round material. Off the left side. Again, only a couple of yards by Bryce Sevier. And not even. Right back to the line of scrimmage, 4th and 8.
Yeah, they decide to move it ahead a couple of yards at the end, so it's actually going to be about 4th and 6.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yardage marker guy, a little slow on the take there.
6 minutes and counting in this third quarter. 36-14. Oakley with the lead and the ball. 4th and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Timeout taken on the field. Taken by Oakley. We'll keep it right here. For over 50 years, Hardy Farms in Oakley has been growing some of the best spuds in Idaho, and proud to support the Hornets here at State. I'm proud of the season they've had. And Mount Harrison Audiology and Hearing Aids there in Rupert. They provide affordable, appropriate, personalized, and truly local hearing health care. The Pickup family is grateful to be able to serve the Mini-Cassia area and want to wish the Oakley boys good luck in tonight's game. Call to make an appointment today at Mount Harrison Audiology and Hearing Aids in Rupert, 208-312-0957, or visit them online at mountharrisonaudiology.com.
Timeout taken by the Hornets, facing a 4th and 6 at the Butte County 13-yard line with 5:52 to play in the third, leading 36-14. Back out of a shotgun, receiver to either side, hard count. Now going to pitch it right side. It's going to be a halfback pass. Now instead, Cranny will take off and be brought down shy of the first down marker, and Butte County holds on 4th down.
It was a halfback pass, and I think that they were wanting to go to Dace Jones, and Dace Jones upset he didn't get it, but he was double covered in the end zone. He really had nowhere to go with it.
Ballers want the ball, Paul.
It's true.
Yeah, Cranny ends up picking up 3 yards. They needed about 7, so okay, we talked about it. Butte, this is Butte County's chance. They've been given some opportunities. Can they cash in? Now look, Wanstrom back in there at quarterback. We'll see if that buoys things a little bit here.
Well, it's good to see he's okay.
Yes, 1st and 10 from the 11. Wanstrom pitch out right side, bobbled for a moment by Trayton Miller, and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Strung out on the far side by Keyshawn Crocker. He lost his helmet on the play for Oakley. 2nd and 10.
Yep, and the official stops him and says, got to go off. And he's like, I know, I'm going to the sideline.
I'll be back.
Brandon, what do you call cheese that is not yours?
Nacho cheese.
All right.
This is your A material?
I didn't say that.
Oh, man.
I didn't say that.
That's a 1-yard gain for Miller on that pitch play. 2nd and 9 for Butte County. It's going to be a deep throw downfield. Overshot it. That was a halfback pass by Trayton Miller that time. Trying to go to Ethan Smith, double covered. Incomplete.
He put everything he had into it and said, run under it. Just go. I'm aiming for the ISU logo. It's your job to get there.
That's right. So 3rd and 9 now for Butte County from their own 12-yard line. 4:57 to play in the third. Trailing 36-14. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Wanstrom all alone out of the gun. Oakley rushes 2. Pass is bobbled and dropped on the far sideline by Ethan Smith. 4th down.
You know, Brandon, years and years ago we were doing playoffs here, and we were doing Malad and Spiro's Barbecue, and Malad was an advertiser. And it was one of those back-to-back games, and we mentioned on air that we were all really hungry, and Spiro's Barbecue drove from Malad and got it to us by halftime of the next game.
No way.
They brought everything. Then those aluminum containers.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
That's awesome.
Press box ate very well. So if there's anybody out there who wants to bring us food, please do.
High snap. That punt was partially tipped at the line by Oakley. And as a result, takes a bounce. And that's a live ball finally fielded at the 5-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for Oakley.
And everybody was down here at the 40-yard line and past waiting for the ball. Nobody had a clue what was going on except for those 4 or 5 guys that were still there.
I think that was Keyshawn Crocker who ultimately fell on that for Oakley at the 5-yard line. Yeah, that got tipped as Oakley was applying the rush, went about 20 yards in the air and right back down to the 10, and then it bounced backwards to the 5. And that's where Butte County finally was like, we better get on this thing or it's going to be in the end zone.
It took a pretty wicked backwards bounce.
So it was recovered at the 6-yard line officially. And it'll be first and goal from the 6 for Oakley with 4:41 to play in third. You don't give a team like Oakley second chances like this. You just don't. Toss play, left side, tore about down to the 1, but a penalty flag comes out.
Scott just texted me and said he remembers. He was here for that barbecue food.
So Scott Burton is the man with the pole, apparently, because what's Brandon Bainey got you? Nothing but grief and strife. No barbecue, that's for sure.
A lot of sass and back talk, I'll tell you that right now.
Offsetting penalties here. Holding against Oakley, face mask against Butte County.
Ooh.
Those penalties will offset. We'll do it again. First and goal from the 6. A do-over. 4:36 to play here in the third quarter. 36-14, Oakley with the lead. And again, it's just, you don't give a team like Oakley multiple chances. Split backs behind, Beck under center. Rolling out left side, going to take off and run. He's got the corner, he's got the touchdown.
So he comes around that left side, goes in the front corner of the end zone. And an interesting thing that happened there was William Pregitzer actually stood there and just ran a screen, like a basketball screen, blocked his opponent out to keep the defender from coming to that goal line and making the tackle.
6-yard touchdown run for Peyton Beck. And now the 2-point conversion. Bryce Severe, he's in on the right side. 44-14. Oakley rolling in the third quarter with 4:30 to play.
Rain and Style is proud to be a sponsor of all high school sports. Rain and Style provides custom alternatives to make you and your animal stand out in a crowd. Use coupon code Idaho Sports with your order and get 10% off now. Whether you need collars or leashes for your dog, beautiful colorful tack for your horse, or a cool gift or decor item for you, Rain and Style can help you out. With Christmas coming up, this is perfect. Conveniently located in Boise, and products are custom made to your needs. Log on to raininstyle.com. That's REIN instyle.com. Grab life by the reins and play hard tonight.
4:30 to go here in the third quarter, and the Oakley Hornets playing hard for sure, up 44-14, as Butte County just has to try and find something to get going here.
They have not found it yet.
Winner gets Raft River next week in the 1A D1 championship. Hey, congratulations, you won. Cool, what's my prize? Yeah, a showdown with Raft River.
Yep.
Some prize. Squib kick finally taken at the 1-yard line by Butte County. I think they thought it was going to roll into the end zone, and instead it's only a return out to the 10-yard line by Gamet.
Why didn't he let it go in the end zone? He picked it up at the 1-yard line, and it was still going.
Corey Gamet on the return there, and the only thing I can think of is he thought it wasn't going to get there, or maybe somebody touched it on the front line as a live ball. But
maybe.
I didn't see. I'm not always tracking where the ball initially goes. I'm looking at the return man to see where he's setting up. So either way, 1st and 10 for Butte County, working right to left in this third quarter. 4:24 to play in the period. From their own 10-yard line, Wanstrom fakes the toss, back to pass, has time, now in trouble. Swim moves his way out of a sack, throws downfield. Off the fingertips at the 45-yard line of Ethan Smith. Crocker almost had the pick for Oakley, and then Smith should have had the grab at the 45. It's incomplete. Now Crocker down on the turf for Oakley.
He's got a cramp. He jumped up, and on that jump, that's when that calf just goes, tightens up like a softball.
Well, I'll tell you, it's hot in here, Paul.
Getting hot in her.
Yeah. All right, Nelly. The plus and the minus to playing in Holt Arena this time of year is, hey, we're not outside in the cold.
Yep.
But at the same time, it gets really hot in here, actually.
Yep. And with the heat come the cramps.
Yes. So, after that, 2nd and 10, Crocker helped off. Dace Jones comes back out onto the field for him. 2nd and 10 for Butte County from their own 11-yard line with 4:16 to play in the third. Wanstrom Option play right side, will end up keeping it and keeps his feet going across the 20 up to the 25-yard line for a first down. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 22, but no biggie,
okay.
11 yards and a first down.
He was still able to get that first down, moves to chains, stops the clock, because they don't have, they need every second they can get.
Yes, 4:07 to play in the third, and Butte County down by 30. 44-14. I think Oakley thought that Wanstrom was just going to tiptoe out result, right? Like Dietrich, kind of on a lopsided score to carry, or last night Bear Lake lopsided scored against West Side. And you can't look at just the final result. You have to look at the journey and the entire over the course of the season. And so whatever happens between these two teams today, it's been an outstanding season for both teams. Wanstrom across the 35, the 40, the 50. And Wanstrom says our story isn't done yet as he takes it to the Oakley 45-yard line for a first down.
They were running the option. He had his buddy to his left, and he made the smart decision not to give it to him, able to cut up field in a lot of yards.
That is a gain of 33 on the carry by Wanstrom. But, again, to my broader point, Butte County comes in 7-1. Oakley comes in also with just one loss. They're 10-1. Or 9-1. So both teams have enjoyed really great seasons. Only one team can be holding that blue trophy at the end of the season.
That's right.
Somebody's going to get a green trophy.
It's
today,
not like
though.
third place where two people get them.
Right. Well, whatever happens here, somebody's getting a green trophy as well. Green, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still learning my colors.
That's right.
Up the middle, Wanstrom quarterback keeper to the 41-yard line, a gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Got a text from my wife saying our pony has a sore throat, but turns out it's just a little horse.
Okay, we're getting better.
Right.
Hey, kind of like Butte County's offense. You're starting to warm up a little bit here.
Like a diesel engine. Takes me a little while, but once I get going, can't stop me.
Had to hit the choke button a couple times to get her going.
Oh, boy.
3:30 and counting in the third. 44-14, Oakley by 30. 2nd and 6 for Butte County, though. Ball at the Oakley 41-yard line. Pirates break the huddle, send a receiver to the right side, a receiver to the left side, tight end and wing back to the right, and Wanstrom alone out of a shotgun. Monker in motion, left to right. He'll get it on the jet sweep to the 40 and brought down at the 36-yard line. Monker is able to pick up 5 and a good tackle by Keyshawn Crocker for Oakley out on the perimeter.
Yeah, that was Crocker again. Brandon, we've got ourselves another shout-out. This one coming in from Alice Mitten. Kick butt, Hornets. Props to my husband, who has coached these boys since they could pick up a football. Coach Zane Mitten has dedicated thousands and thousands of hours to the success of the Oakley football program since 2001. Thank you, Alice, for emailing in that shout-out. Paul at IdahoSports.com is where you can get yours.
Great to see the support. 3rd and 1. Wanstrom leveled into the turf as he threw that ball away. Dace Jones. Oh, baby. He said, hi. Let me introduce you to my good friend, the turf.
Yep.
Just drove Wanstrom into the ground. Pass is incomplete. I couldn't even tell you who the intended receiver was because I was watching Jones just lay Wanstrom into the turf.
Yeah, the pass ended up being short here on the near side.
So 4th and 1 for Butte County. Got to go for it. At the 41, they've got to get to the 40. They get the first down. Wanstrom keeps it for exactly a yard.
He was able to reach over that 35-yard line for the first down.
2:25 to play here in the third. 1st and 10 for Butte County. Ball at the Oakley 35-yard line. And, man, Dace Jones he is a man possessed out there, I'll tell you that. I would not want to be the guy who would deliver bad news to Dace Jones.
Yeah, right?
Got
bad news for you.
It's kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for Butte County. Wanstrom again, 2 receivers right side, single receiver to the left out of a shotgun. Now Gamet joins him in the backfield, and boy, Butte County's got to spend their second time out of the half. 1:59 to play in the third.
Well, Oakley Valley Stone, Brandon, has been locally owned and operated since 1948. Oakley Valley Stone offers flooring supplies, patio stones, blocks and tiles, and also provides custom cutting of blocks and stones. Call 208-862-3450 or visit them at 204 West Main Street in Oakley. Oakley Valley Stone, operated by Jim and Dave Birch, and proudly supports Oakley Athletics. Good luck at State, boys, from Oakley Valley Stone. And Pickett Ranch and Sheep Company, they've been family-owned and operated since 1882. That's a long time. That's over 130 years. Don David, Doug Pickett families are proud to carry on the family tradition, being one of the best cattle and sheep ranchers in Oakley. We'll finish it up in just a second.
1st and 10 for Butte County from the 35 of Oakley. Miller in motion left to right. Quarterback keeper for Wanstrom. And Wanstrom wobbles his way to the 30-yard line for a gain of 5.
Yeah, gained 6, and they actually moved the football back a yard.
Okay.
Interesting spot, but it's going to be right on the money at 2nd and 5.
Go ahead and finish up that live read you were telling us about, Paul.
I think I will. Being one of the best cattle and sheep ranchers in Oakley area, they've been farming the land for over a century, plan to keep it that way for a long time to come. Pickett Ranch and Sheep Company proudly supports Oakley athletics and wishes the boys football team good luck in the game.
Option play off the right side. Pitch out to Trayton Miller on 2nd and 6. Is able to pick up 5 to make it 3rd and inches with 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Ball is right at the 25-yard line. And that's exactly where they need to get for the first down.
Yep.
Inside a minute to play in the third. Butte County down 30, trying to pick up this 3rd and inches at the 25-yard line of Oakley. Hand off to Miller, and I don't think he got there. Driving through to make the stop was Bryce Severe, and also in there for Oakley, Porter Wells, and he lost a half a yard. Now it's a true 4th and 1 for Butte County. What a stop by Oakley there.
It's a huge stop. 4th and 1, you would think, is a pretty easy thing to do, but it seems like so much longer when you're in these situations.
Wanstrom under center, toss play to Miller looking for the edge. He's got the first down to the 20, and finally out of bounds at the 18-yard line. A pickup of 6 on the play for a first down with 13 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Pushed out of bounds by Bridger Duncan. Kind of helped him out.
So 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line of Oakley with 13 seconds to play. Butte County down 44-14. The comeback's got to start somewhere. Wanstrom lines up in an I formation this time. Should be the final play of the third quarter, barring an incomplete pass or something like that. It's going to be a pass. Wanstrom dances his way out of trouble again. On the run, firing at the 10. It's caught. Penalty flag comes out back at the 20. On the reception for what should be the first down is Boone Gamet, and now Gamet comes up limping at the end of the play. And what's the call here, Paul?
It's a hold on Butte County.
You know, at this point, I have to assume, did a team do something positive? It's probably going to be a hold.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on back. I mean, and this is it's not just this game, because we've been doing these playoff games now for 3 weeks now, and I've done a lot of games, and it just seems to be a plague that is affecting these teams.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as a big play happens, you instinctively look.
Yeah, I'm
look
looking
in the back
for it.
just to see what's there.
Yeah. So that's the end of the third. It'll be first and really long for Butte County when we begin the fourth quarter, and they're trailing 44-14.
Wybanga Dairy is a proud supporter of Oakley athletics, and they're proud to root on.
Now they finally blow the play dead, as it was scooped up by Bryce Severe. He was taken off for the end zone the other way. Wanstrom was kind of hit as he threw, almost like the tuck rule. And that now is the end of the third quarter. So, again, you can't end the third quarter on a penalty. That was the untimed down.
Right.
And now we're into the fourth quarter, but another penalty as well. So,
right.
So again, you can't end the quarter on a penalty. We should have a second untimed down here. We'll see.
I think is what they're going to do. Now it's Porter Pickett that had that interception and tried to run it back.
And I think they called intentional grounding against Wanstrom that time for Butte County. Oakley fans getting loud and vociferous here as we get towards the end of the third quarter. And, boy, 2nd down and 40, Paul. Actually, loss of a down on that intentional grounding, so it should be 3rd down and 40.
35. Yep.
I think this is the longest to go yardage I've seen this year.
This is a very long way. I mean, you're at midfield, and the first down is at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, they're at the 49-yard line. So it is second down.
No time.
After the loss of down, untimed down here as zeros are on the clock at the end of the third. It's going to be an option play. Wanstrom left side will pitch it at the last moment to Miller across the 40 down to the 38-yard line, and that's a gain of 11. And now another Oakley player cramping up. It's Dace Jones.
Dace Jones is cramping up, and his teammate Pregitzer kind of turned around, looked at him, and walked to the side.
Well, yeah, look who helped him up. It was Brody Westergaard from Butte County helping Dace Jones up off the turf. So now it's the end of the third quarter after the 12-yard gain by Miller makes it 3rd and 28.
Yes.
And we'll go to the fourth quarter with Butte County down 30.
Well, let Brennan Jones Construction in Oakley help you with your roofing, home repair, or new home construction needs. Brennan Jones Construction, proud to support this webcast and wishes the team good luck in tonight's game. AMI Supply provides agricultural and industrial equipment and tools for the Burley area, including Oakley. Their friendly staff will help you find the tools you need for any project, and they guarantee you will be satisfied with their service. Call them today at 678-4632 or stop in at 719 Overland Avenue in Burley. AMI is a huge supporter of Oakley student athletes and very proud of the football team this year and their success. AMI Supply is cheering on the Oakley Hornets in tonight's game. Don't forget about Clark's for Shopping. Harlan there. Stop in, say hi. They've been the place to go in Oakley for all your grocery, produce, dairy, and now hot stuff pizza from the entire friendly staff at Clark's for Shopping. Good luck, Hornets.
So, fourth quarter, here we go. 44-14, Oakley with a 30-point lead over Butte County. Pirates have the ball, though. It is a 3rd and 28 for Butte County from the 37-yard line of Oakley. They've got to get to the 9 to pick up the first down here.
Yeah.
As ridiculous as that sounds.
Well, that left hash, they've got some room on the right. They've got a couple of receivers on the near side.
Back to pass, Wanstrom, deep drop. He avoids the pressure, now lofts it towards the end zone, wide open. Caught at the 5, out of bounds at the 2. Braxton Gammett on the near sideline.
Well, that's the way to do it. He threw up kind of a lame duck, but it wobbled enough in the air for him to bring it down. Got down to right at the 3-yard line is where they're going to mark it. 1st and goal from the 3.
A 34-yard bomb to Braxton Gammett. 1st and goal from the 3 for Butte County. 11:50 to play in this game. Winner gets Raft River next week in the 1A D1 championship battle. Butte County trying to hang in here, down 30, needing a score. Wanstrom, keeper, left side, blown back. Bounced outside and decided to cut it up, and instead met a wall of Hornets. Met a swarm of Hornets.
The whole nest.
Yeah, the whole nest. There we go. Daniel Gonzalez was the lead bee on that play.
The lead bee.
11:25 and counting in this ball game. Butte County going to have to start working quickly here. Down by 30. Wanstrom out of the gun. 2 receivers right side. Option play. Wanstrom brought down in the backfield, and he was down on his backside and still tried to pitch it. Blown dead, and that's probably a good thing.
Yes.
They would have lost 2 more yards if he had actually been able to get that pitch. It is Ethan Torabau on the tackle for Oakley. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 7 after that play loses 4 yards. .45 and counting, 44-14. Oakley. Butte County facing a 3rd and goal from the 7. Oakley showing blitz. Now they back off, and now they rush 4. Wanstrom rolling out left side. Going to try and throw to the end zone. It's off of the shoulder of Trayton Miller. Miller was never looking for the pass, and that's a turnover on downs. No, 4th and goal now from the 7. Excuse me, that was 3rd down.
Boy, I think he could have ran that in, especially with a fake on the pass, tuck it back in and go, and I think that's what his teammate was expecting him to do. He was going out to block for him, and all of a sudden the ball's right in front of him.
Yeah, Miller wasn't ready for that one. And now 4th and goal from the 7 with 10:27 to play. Butte County down by 30. Wanstrom out of the gun. Receiver to either side, tight end to the right. Running back Miller on the right hip of Wanstrom. Rolling out right side to the short side, firing at the goal line. It's caught at the near pylon for the touchdown. And on the reception, Ethan Smith from 7 yards out.
Oh, Ethan Smith coming up big there. Nice pass. He had to be a little bit athletic to catch that in the front right corner of the end zone. He does. Takes it 44-20. 10:21 left in the fourth.
Butte County still hanging around like the in-laws during the holidays. Not quite ready to leave just yet.
Not yet.
10:21 to play. 44-20 the score now as Butte County will line up and go for two. Wanstrom rolling out, left side, looking for somewhere to go. Fires to the back of the end zone. It's caught for the two-point conversion. Boone Gavitt had about a foot to spare as he caught it right at the back of the end zone, and the two-point conversion's good.
And he took a hit by Dace Jones as he threw that football. And on the sideline, he hurts. He's not injured. It's more of a hurt.
Dace Jones does that to a lot of people. 10:21 to play in the fourth, 44-22. Oakley still leading.
We're providing auto, home, farm, commercial, crop, life, and health insurance plans from national and regional carriers. Valley Insurance Center in Arco can service all your insurance needs. Go Pirates from Valley Insurance Center. And, of course, Ivy's Market, proud sponsor of Butte County Athletics. At Ivy's Market, you'll find a great selection of all your grocery, meat, produce, and bakery needs. I can go some donuts right now. Ivy's Market is your local hometown grocer, serving our great community since 1989. We wish you good luck at State this year, and go Pirates from Ivy's Market.
10:21 to go. I'm sure we'll see an onside kick attempt here by Butte County, down 22. It is hard to convert on these.
Yep. The odds are definitely not in your favor.
Kicking off from the 40. It's got to roll 10 yards beyond the 50, right?
Did they ever?
Funny. Real funny guy.
I'm a Broncos fan.
I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm sharing a broadcast booth with somebody who likes the Broncos.
Yeah.
So, onside kick recovered at the 49-yard line by Oakley. And the Hornets, I'm sure, just trying to milk the clock a little bit here. 10:21 to play. Beck will start with a handoff to Torabau. It takes it to the 50 for a gain of 1. Torabau at halftime, we talked about, had 36 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. In this second half, minus 3 yards rushing.
Wow.
No touchdowns. 9:55 and counting. Beck, pump fake, home run ball, Dace Jones. Caught at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, into the end zone for a 50-yard touchdown. So much for running out the clock. 9:46 to play. Oakley strikes again.
Well, that was just right on the money. Hit him in stride. All he had to do was catch and run. And that is what he did. Hit the half-century mark, 50 points for Oakley, 50-22.
Well, we talked about they average 55.8 points a game, so really got to get one more score to reach that season average with 9:46 to play here in this ball game. Going to line up and go for 2. So Beck, 50 yards to Dace Jones. Pitch to the left side, Torabau, 2-point try. He snuck across. Thought he was short at first, but they say he cleared it. 52-22, just like that. Oakley back in front by 30 with 9:46 to play.
Is your check engine light on, or your anti-lock brakes not working, or worse, is your heater not blowing hot air? Call Frost LLC today. They're your local ASE Dodge and GM certified local mobile technician. They can take care of all your diagnostic, ag, automotive, medium, and heavy-duty truck needs. Call your Frost LLC local farm and ranch on-site technician at 208-589-2385 to get your vehicle up and running right. And Pickles Place right there in Arco. I'd like to wish the Pirates good luck tonight. If you need an amazing homemade meal or some yummy spices, swing by Pickles Place at 440 South Front Street. They're open 7 days a week with daily specials available. That's Pickles Place right there in Oakley.
9:46 to go. Oakley will be kicking off, leading 52-22. And at this point, reading the tea leaves, it looks like it's going to be Raft River and Oakley for the 1A D1 championship next week. The rivalry resumes.
Yep.
Kick is hauled in at the 15, but backpedaling all the way to the 10 to haul it in is Brody Westergaard across the far side of the field now. Went all the way over to get to the 21-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for Butte County.
And a little pushing and shoving afterwards. No flags on it. They separated.
9:36 to play. And Oakley, up 30, 9.5 to play. Still rolling with their starters out there for the most part. We've seen a lot of guys go down with cramps and things of that nature, so we hope everybody can just make it out of this game.
Right, exactly.
At this point. On both sides. Butte County's had a lot of injuries today as well. 1st and 10 from their own 21, working left to right in this fourth quarter. Trayton Miller met head on by Dace Jones. Who else? And Miller back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard. Now I'm going to say right to the line of scrimmage. And I think I just heard our PA announcer here say it appropriately. Not Dace Jones on the tackle. Dace Jones on the hit.
Yes.
Boy, he's been hitting a lot of guys today. No gain for Miller on that carry. 2nd and 10 for Butte County from their own 21. 9 minutes to play. Wanstrom back to pass, has a wide receiver either side. Slinging it far side. That is caught by Boone Gamet. And Boone Gamet out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Now we'll call it a long 2 for Butte County.
That was Mr. Crocker on the tackle, forcing him out of bounds. Leaves it short, 3rd and 2. With some 3 substitutions for Oakley.
Like hockey, a line change.
Yeah.
3 linemen came in. Wanstrom rolling out right side on 3rd and 2. Will have the 1st down across the 40. So Wanstrom is able to escape the pressure, scramble ahead for a gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Yeah, got the 1st down, about another 9 yards on top of it. Sitting at right at the 40-yard line. 8:46 on the clock. 30 points is a lot to make up in under 9 minutes.
Butte County just trying to finish strong here. It's been a great season for the Pirates. The lone blemish on their resume coming in was that loss to Raft River, who, by the way, is playing for the championship next week. Sidearm, Wanstrom too high, broken up. Intended receiver was Monker, and Keyshawn Crocker with the coverage.
And that was really good coverage by Crocker.
Crocker pops up and gives the pass incomplete.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like it.
Oakley's got a little bit of that swagger. That's all right, though. They've earned it.
They've got swagger, that is for sure.
Yeah, they've earned it, that's for sure. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 now for Butte County. Again, working from the 40-yard line. 8:39 to play in this ball game. Pirates have a receiver to either side. Wanstrom has Monker in motion left to right. Option play left side. Wanstrom will keep. Late pitch. Trayton Miller, 50, 45 out of bounds at the 43. Boy, he waits on those pitches. I'll tell you what.
And he underhands those pitches just to make sure as well.
Oh. And for Wanstrom, he's a big, tough dude because every time he's waiting till the last second to pitch that, he's getting clobbered.
Oh, absolutely.
Wanstrom 6'1", 170, so his body can absorb a lot of blows. 1st and 10 for Butte County. Ball at the Oakley 42, 8:30 to play. 30-point Oakley lead. 2 receivers right side. Wanstrom back to pass. Penalty flag flies, and oh, what a hit. Torabau blows up. Boone Gamet on the near side. Torabau, a devastating hit. Now, the penalty flag came out because the 2 receivers on this near side weren't set. They were kind of pointing at each other and never got set before the ball was snapped. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty against Butte County. And Oakley will decline it and take the result of the play, which was an incomplete pass and a devastating hit.
You don't get to take the hit back, so might as well just do the other.
Can't take them with you.
Can't take them with you.
2nd and 10 from the 40. The lineman was tied up in the secondary, and the Oakley player pretty fired up at the end of this play as well.
He kind of got thrown down and pinned.
I think that was Luke Pulsifer who, was on the receiving end of that for Oakley, and Pulsifer pops up and says, hey, what's up?
Yeah, that was Porter Taylor, the senior, that committed the infraction.
Personal foul against Butte County, and man, I mean, you can see it. The frustrated ferocity.
That's exactly right.
Which they should.
Yeah.
Any expectation that they're going to pull back the reins? No, I don't think so.
No one had that.
But I think that's frustrating Butte County a little bit because they're like, hey, we're down 30. You guys can chill. And Oakley's like, hey, we want it. Oh, another devastating hit delivered by Keyshawn Crocker. And the Butte County fans letting them have it. They wanted the helmet-to-helmet contact there as Monker got absolutely popped by Keyshawn Crocker after a gain of 3. It's 4th down and 19 now for Butte County from their own 49-yard line.
Monker's hurt.
Yeah.
He came back to the huddle, but he stumbled a little bit. And now you see Sam Thorngren coming out to talk to that official and turns back around. But I think he might actually have a point on that hit.
Yes. I mean, at the very least, Crocker came in with that head lowered.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we're to the point now where 7:46 to go. Oakley leading by 30. Oakley's a good team. Butte County is a good team.
Yep.
But at this point, Butte County's kind of going like at 3/4 speed, and Oakley's still going full speed. And if that continues, somebody's going to get hurt. Now I don't think Oakley should back off. They are continuing to play because on the last drive, they gave up a big, long touchdown drive, and they want to make sure they finish this game off. I think it's up to Butte County to match that intensity that Oakley is still continuing to bring.
That's hard to do when you're down 30
right
in the 4th quarter of a semifinal game.
4th and 19, Wanstrom back to pass. Plenty of time. Throwing over the middle. It is caught at the 30 and should be enough for the first down for Boone Gammett across the 30 to the 29.
First down plus a couple of extra yards. What a great pass across the middle. Come back out after that timeout.
Gammett caught it about a yard shy of the first down marker and then kind of cut around and picked up 4 more yards. So that was a nice play. 1st and 10 for Butte County. 7:25 to play. Ball at the Oakley 29-yard line, down 30. Wanstrom, man in motion left to right. Low snap. Wanstrom, plenty of time. Oakley not rushing anybody. Throwing over the middle, too high, incomplete. Intended receiver over the middle that time for Butte County was Trent Pancari, the tight end.
That landed at the feet of Crocker.
And Oakley, here comes the line change again. They're just rotating in 3 defensive linemen pretty consistently, although they've really backed off on the pass rush as well these last couple of plays. With 7:11 to play, and Oakley up by 30. Wanstrom has a receiver either side, tailback on his right hip as well. Now Miller into the formation, slinging it. Screen pass caught left side. Boone Gammett to the 30. And, boy, Crocker, another big hit delivered as Gammett gets a yard to the 29.
Crocker and Jones are just kind of putting together a A1 and A2 is on the defensive side. You're just not going to get away from both of them.
Oh, we keep talking about the line changes like in hockey. How about some Mighty Ducks for you? They're like the Bash Brothers out there.
They are the Bash Brothers.
They are. They're really laying people out there. 6:35 to go. 3rd down and 9. We'll call it 10 for Butte County from the 29 of Oakley. Wanstrom, time, flicks the wrist. Firing inside the 5, incomplete. Crocker in coverage again on that far side. Intended receiver was Boone Gammett. 4th down.
Reminder, we have a Kelly McGee on the sidelines taking action photos. Come back the next day or two and to IdahoSports.com. Go to the photo galleries. A great action photo gallery at this game.
Yeah, Kelly's a good one.
Very, very good.
4th and 10. Butte County from the Oakley 29-yard line, 6:28 to play, down 52-22. Wanstrom feeling the pressure this time, sacked back at the 45-yard line. That's Houston Bingham coming up with the sack for Oakley. A turnover on downs, back to the Hornets.
He had no receivers past 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, he took his 3-step drop, turned, and there were no receivers downfield, so he had to scramble, and no one broke. Everybody just stayed there. He had no one to throw to.
So Oakley gets it back off the turnover on downs. Still 6:21 to play in this ball game. 52-22. Oakley with the 30-point lead. I fear we may be pushed behind schedule for our next game. Skyline and Pocatello.
Yep.
That's the final semifinal game of semifinal weekend here in Idaho. Tentatively scheduled for a 7 o'clock kickoff. 6:21 to play. 1st and 10 for Oakley. Back to pass is Beck. Rolling out right side now will take off and run across the 50. Still going the 45 and down to the 43-yard line of Butte County with 6:10 to play.
Move it around. White Hat says start that clock as we near the 6-minute mark.
2 receivers either side, and Beck alone out of the shotgun formation. Beck gonna sling it. Caught Dace Jones at the 40, and awkward tackle at the end there. And helping him up off the turf. Good sportsmanship there as Trayton Miller made that tackle for the Pirates and helps Dace Jones up after a gain of 6, 5:40 to play. Boy, Oakley up 30, continuing to sling it around. 2nd and 4 from the Butte County 37. And now this play blown dead before it can start. They were going to toss it off the left side to Houston Bingham.
It's going to go back.
5:35 to go. 52-22. Oakley by 30. Raft River awaiting in the 1A D1 championship either way. Going to be a rematch. More than likely looking like Oakley at this point. Hand off to Bingham, and Bingham is popped right away. Nice tackle by Butte County that time. Boone Gamet in on the stop, and now the Butte County fans cheering every time one of their guys gets a big lick in.
Yeah, which they should.
Yeah. 5 minutes to go, and 3rd and 6 now for the Hornets. 4:55 to go. Oakley lines up with a tight end and wing back to the right side. Dace Jones, the lone receiver on the left. Back out of a shotgun formation. Back to pass. Rolling out right side. It's going to be a backside screen. It is caught at the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20. Daniel Gonzalez finally knocked out of bounds at the 18-yard line with 4:33 to play.
Knocked out by Rebel Beard. Back in the game.
Down to the 17-yard line with 4:33 to go. And I'll tell you, Oakley keeping all their starters out there, up 30, passing the ball around a bunch. I hope everybody stays healthy.
Yep.
Playing with fire at this point, I think, personally.
I agree.
Clock keeps stopping, more plays, more opportunities. Bryce Severe brought down at the 20, a loss of 3. Of course, this was a point of contention during the season when Idaho Falls and Rigby played in a 5A game in East Idaho. And
yeah.
You know, it's kind of like baseball. There's no official set of rules, kind of just unwritten rules of how you handle situations like this, right?
And things changed this year in the regular season where the amount of points you scored mattered to get you into the postseason with that Max Preps ranking. So pulling back for sportsmanship, it could cost you a playoff spot.
Beck fumbles, sacked back at the 24-yard line. Oakley fell back on top of it. Now, to a point. I mean, they capped it at 15, so you did see teams that were maybe up 7 try to get up 15, but, I mean, up 30 doesn't matter at this point.
Does not matter.
340.
And it doesn't matter in the semifinals either.
Right. My personal philosophy has always been if your starters are still out there and you're up 30 late in the game, run the ball, run the clock. You want to bring in your backups and work on their passing game? I'm all for it. But to have the starters in, still throwing it, that doesn't sit well with me.
Oh, and a big
and
sack.
Beck is sacked back at the 35, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Why are you subjecting your quarterback to a situation like that with 3 minutes to go up 30? I don't know.
Big sack coming through. Bryson Cutler, it looked like, the sophomore.
I'll get off my soapbox here. 3 minutes to go.
I'm the one that gets the email, so.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, like we said in that first game today, above my pay grade, right?
Yeah.
4th and 27 for Oakley. Going to line up and go for it. Why not? 2:45 to go. Leading 52-22. And a penalty flag comes out now for, it's got to be a legal substitution, right? Because it was right as they broke the huddle.
Yep, that's what it is.
All right, they had 9 guys out there.
Used to be able to, not anymore.
Keyshawn Crocker and Dace Jones were both out there at receiver. And Crocker says, yeah, this is my spot now. 4th and 32, and Oakley now going to line up and punt. They probably were going to punt the entire time. Just another penalty. As this punt is caught at the 12-yard line by Westergaard. And good sportsmanship as Keyshawn Crocker came down and gave Westergaard a pat on the back. And meanwhile, let's solve the mystery of what this penalty is. Is it A, a hold, B, an illegal motion, which it was. I didn't get time to do the bid.
Yeah.
They called it too quickly.
Yeah. Well, that's what it was.
We all win. Congrats.
Everybody wins.
We all get a green trophy. 2:35 to go. 52-22. Oakley by 30. Butte County with the ball. 1st and 10 from their own 13. It will be an I formation as Wanstrom lines up under center. Trayton Miller, the deep back. Handoff to Miller off the left side. Dace Jones in there on the stop.
Big stop, gain of maybe 1, a little over 1, it looks like.
And again, Oakley's still rolling with their starters on defense as well. Dace Jones still in there flying around making plays. Down to 2 minutes to go, and again, you just cross your fingers and hope everybody makes it out all right.
Torabau still in there.
Yeah. I mean, they've been shuffling the line, but that's pretty much it. Option play, left side, Wanstrom, pitch out to Miller, fumbled it. That is recovered by Oakley's Bridger Duncan at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, on that option as he comes around, his guy was already so close to that sideline. He really didn't have a move, and he really didn't make a move for the football when it got thrown to him. He knew it was going to hit the ground, so he just started blocking to keep the defense away from it.
1:56 to go. 30-point Oakley lead as Bridger Duncan recovers the fumble. And Oakley will trot on out, and we'll see what they do here on 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line of Butte County, leading 52-22. Looks like they're going to line up in the I formation here. Torabau, the deep back, Bryce Avere, the fullback. Handoff to Torabau, left side, spinning inside the 15, down to the 14.
Only good news is that the clock keeps moving.
Yep, Oakley just running the ball, running the clock. 1:40 to go.
Yeah, this will set up a fun regular season matchup next year.
Well, we'll see if it's on the schedule. I don't know if they've decided that yet.
True.
Butte County, we mentioned, got a lot of guys on their team. They're bringing a lot of these guys back. Whereas Oakley a little more senior laden. Toss play right side. Torabau inside the 10, down to the 9. Fresh set of downs. First and goal now for Oakley with 1:06 to play, leading 52-22. They set the ball and wind that clock down to the final minute.
The next game starts at 8 o'clock. Got an 8 o'clock start, so we're going to have lots of time.
I thought it was 7.
It was scheduled for 8.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. 40 seconds and counting.
Probably to give these teams enough time to get out and the 4A schools enough time to get in.
Sure. Kneel down for Oakley, and that'll do it. Final 30 seconds will roll off. And the Oakley Hornets back in the 1A D1 state championship game to defend their title. And they'll face an old familiar friend in Raft River next weekend.
Pickett Ranch and Sheep Company, they've been family owned and operated since 1882. It's over 130 years. Don, David, Doug Pickett and families are proud to carry on the family tradition of being one of the best cattle and sheep ranchers in the Oakley area. They've been farming the land for over a century and plan to keep it that way for a long time to come. Pickett Ranch and Sheep Company proudly supports Oakley Athletics. I want to congratulate the boys football team on a great win tonight. And Wybanga Dairy, proud supporter of Oakley Athletics, rooting them on into the championship game. Thank you, Wybanga Dairy.
So, Oakley wins by 30, 52-22, the final over Butte County here in this semifinal battle. We will be back with the IdahoSports.com postgame show right after this break. You're listening to the 2021 Idaho High School football postseason and the 1A D1 semifinals on IdahoSports.com.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong, Toyota trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Athletes know how important it is to stay hydrated. But did you know there are other ways to hydrate besides just drinking water? In fact, milk is a great hydration option because it actually contains water, as well as electrolytes that are lost when your body sweats. So consider taking milk along with you to your next game or competition and enjoy the taste of greatness. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID.
With My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
You train, you sweat, you practice, you go for the gold, you give 110%, but most of all, you aim for greatness. And milk is the performance enhancer that can help get you to your goal. Trusted by athletes and backed by science, there's a healthy helping of greatness in every refreshing glass of milk. So let nature's original sports drink help quench your thirst for greatness. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, it was an easy process. It's readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
Welcome into the IdahoSports.com postgame show inside Holt Arena on the campus of Idaho State University in Pocatello. Brandon Bainey with Paul Kingsbury. Damn, it feels good to be a Hornet. Oakley Hornets rolling 52-22 to the championship game over the Butte County Pirates, winning by 30 points. And Oakley, I mean, they did it a number of ways, right? They came up with several special teams plays, got a couple of turnovers defensively, ran the ball well, threw the ball well. And everybody got the matchup they wanted to see now for the 1A D1 championship next week. Oakley, Raft River, the rematch.
That's right, and a rematch the next year is always fun. It's always fun to see if it turns out the same way. And I'm sure Raft River is sitting there going, all right, let's get it done.
They're like, can we play the game tomorrow?
Let's do it tomorrow.
Let's do it. All right. Well, let's take a look at our IdahoSports.com player of the game as Oakley, 52-22. A lot of good candidates. We're going to go with Peyton Beck, the senior quarterback, though. On the ground, 7 carries, 35 yards, 2 touchdowns. How about this through the air? 14 of 17. Only missed on 3 passes, 304 yards, and 2 touchdowns as well.
That's efficient is what that's called. Very, very efficient.
Yeah, over 300 yards passing. You don't see that every day in the state of Idaho.
Nope, absolutely, especially in the 8-man ranks.
Right, where everybody likes to run the ball so much.
That's exactly right.
So, Oakley wins over Butte County, 52-22 the final. Oakley improves to 10-1 on the season. Butte County season ends with a 7-2 record. We talked about for Butte County fans, don't reflect on just the final result, right? Appreciate the journey for what it was. A great season for the Pirates. When they look back, they're going to say our only 2 losses were the 2 teams that played for the championship.
Exactly.
Nothing to be ashamed of if you're Coach Thorngren and this Butte County team. This came up a little bit short today. So that'll do it for this IdahoSports.com Game Streams production of the 2021 Idaho State Football Tournament. Tournament coverage brought to you by the Idaho Division of Public Health, your local Toyota dealer, Valley-wide Co-op and Country Stores, and Project Filter. Stop smoking, start living. We'd also like to thank all of our local sponsors for tonight's game. Pickles Place, Frost LLC, Valley Insurance Center, Ivy's Market, Golden West Cafe, Mount Harrison Audiology and Hearing Aids, Hardy Farms, Oakley Valley Stone, Cranny Farms, Rain in Style, Pickett Ranch and Sheep Company, Clark's for Shopping, Brennan Jones Construction, AMI Supply, and Waibenga Dairy. For Paul Kingsbury, I'm Brandon Baney as Oakley moves on to the 1A D1 championship game, 52-22 over Butte County. Still one more semifinal game to be decided. It'll come your way in about an hour and a half, hour 20, here on IdahoSports.com inside Holt Arena as the Skyline Grizzlies take on the Pocatello Thunder in a 4A semifinal. Until then, for Paul Kingsbury, I'm Brandon Baney. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next time on IdahoSports.com.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com Game Streams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is strictly prohibited.